Let's go, Ladies and Gentlemen. Seid ihr hyped? Seid ihr ready? Seid ihr am Start? Press some 777 in die Chatbox und wirklich ready seid für heute, was kommen wird. Wir haben heute so crazy Leute am Start. Ich freue mich behindert auf diese Nuggets heute. Wirklich, mein Schiffe-Blog ist schon ready. Ladies and Gentlemen, lass mich direkt loslegen. Und zwar werde ich selber nicht wirklich den Call wirklich hosten, beziehungsweise richtig starten, muss eine andere Person machen. Und zwar nämlich eine Power Lady, ja, die aktuell sogar jetzt gerade in Entzug ist leider. Aber ich hoffe, es wird dementsprechend gutes Netz haben. Und zwar ist es nämlich Alette. Ich versuche mal ganz kurz mal ranzupinnen, damit ihr auch schon sehen könnt, ob sie am Start ist. Mal kurz abchecken, ob sie hier am Start ist. Okay? Und so eine Power Lady wirklich da. Ein anderer, wenn du kennst, drop mal eine 8 in den Chat, wenn du Alette kennst. Eine 8 in den Chat bitte, wenn du Alette kennst, schon mit dir gesprochen hast, weil ihre Entwicklung ist wirklich vollkommen crazy. Aktuell noch neben einem Jurastudium und baut sie das Geschäft hier wirklich nebenbei auf, neben einem Studium, wo man wirklich Bücher über Bücher, die so fett sind, ja, lesen muss, auswendig lernen muss, baut sich nebenbei trotzdem bis auf, ist nicht nur im Trading, sondern auch selber, ja, auch, wie gesagt, Network Marketing auch dabei, baut sich das Ganze wirklich komplett auf, nebenbei und ist wirklich vollkommen crazy. Es ist trotzdem die Zeit genommen, eine bestimmte Person heute geklärt und deswegen hat sie auch die Ehre, auch diese Person hier zu edifyen. Und zwar ist sie eine Power Lady aus UK. Okay? Wir haben mal ganz geschaut, ob Alette wirklich da drauf ist, ob ich sie finden kann. Ein bisschen schauen. Okay. Easy. Lass mal ganz kurz schauen. Da ist sie auch schon. Let's go, Legend. Ich muss mal ganz kurz die anpinnen, because ich glaube, sie ist wieder rausgeflogen. Wie schon gesagt, die ist gerade im Zug drin. Deswegen, wenn es ab und zu mal haken kann, okay, Legend, nicht allzu, ja, nicht allzu streng sein. Mal ganz kurz mal das Code hier erstellen. Und sage ich sie auch schon. Und lass mal schon, dass wir wirklich hinzufügen können. Und da ist sie auch schon, Ladies and Gentlemen. Miss Core Gang. Miss Core Gang, wenn du mich hören kannst, wenn du mich sehen kannst, beziehungsweise du irgendwas machen kannst, please turn your cameras on. Ja. Mal schauen, ob sie am Start ist und gucken, ob sie wirklich da auch gerade Internet hat, weil jetzt aktuell ist der Zeitpunkt. Er hat sie gerade nicht den besten Zeitpunkt erwischt, aber lass uns mal schauen, ob da irgendwas geht, weil sie schreibt gerade, ob das Netz ist sehr, sehr, sehr trocken. Das Netz ist sehr, sehr trocken. Mal schauen, ob sie vielleicht sonst nur sich entstummen kann. So, und schau wirklich, was geht. Wie gesagt, wie es gerade aktuell auch, ne, ein bisschen schwierig, das Ganze zu machen. Hier ist ja sogar zweimal drin, warum auch. Gucken, was da abgeht. Please, ihr kennt ja mal aktuell mal diese Internet- bzw. Internet-Struggles, immer unterwegs ist, eine zweite Chat, du selber mal hattest und du im Zug warst und auf einmal das Netz weg. Du hast sogar ICE gebucht, aber trotzdem funktioniert es nicht, warum auch immer. Ja, man kennt's. Und da ist die auch schon letztes Ziel. Vielleicht kann man sie auch hinzufügen im Video und da ist sie auch schon. Wie gesagt, ist ein bisschen trocken, aber please, lass uns schauen, was das Ganze funktioniert. Muss mal schauen, was das Ganze geht. Moment. Und wieder weg. Alles klar, okay. Wäre ein bisschen schwieriger, würde ich mal sagen. Lass das erstmal ein Special Guest schauen. Schau mal, ob du bereit bist. Mr. YB, are you ready, ladies? Ja, Mr. YB, bist du bereit, Bro? Lass mal schauen, dass ich jetzt einfach als erstes nehme, bis sie sich selber in Sturm kann, weil, wie schon gesagt, ist gerade ein bisschen am Start. Mr. YB, wenn du da bist, Bruder, lass mal schauen, dass du mal deine Cam anmachst und wirklich da mal die kleinen Sachen mich zugibst. Sonst müssen wir nochmal ein bisschen warten und schauen, was ihr selber macht. Oder ich edify sie jetzt selbst. Machen wir es einfach mal so. Ja, wie gesagt, mache ich das halt selber. Ist halt so, was soll man machen? In den Struggles. Ich mache es einfach selber. Und zwar ganz, ganz easy, Ladies and Gentlemen, nochmal ganz kurz auf Deutsch. Das ist eine Power Lady, die selber ich erst kennengelernt habe in einer Convention, der Barcelona Convention. Eine Frau, die wirklich schon sehr, letzten Convention, November am Start war. Einmal mal ganz kurz für zweite Chat, wenn du in der letzten Convention dabei warst, die auf definitiv gestreamt wurde. Und da hat sie sich nämlich quasi selber noch mal so vorgestellt, was für eine Frau sie wirklich sein kann, beziehungsweise was sie auch da gedroppt hat. Und meiner Meinung nach wirklich vollkommen inspiriert, auch für die Ladies hier draußen. Vertraut mir, ihr werdet heute sehr, sehr, sehr viele krasse Nuggets wirklich bekommen heute in diesem Call. Wenn es zum Thema Social Media geht, wenn es zum Thema geht, wir haben wirklich die Phase 1 gekittet, weil sie hat wirklich wahrscheinlich viele Sachen aufgebaut, beziehungsweise sich wirklich vorbereitet für uns. Weil ich glaube, einer der ersten Calls auch hier ist in diesem, ja, im deutschen Raum für uns. Ich weiß, ob sie selber auch schon dran ist. Vielleicht ist Alette auch jetzt schon ready, wenn nicht, mache ich das einfach jetzt selber. So Kathleen, I hope you can see me and hear me clearly, okay? It's a real pleasure to have you be on this call with us here for the Video Play family. It's only for special IBOs, but oops, sorry, only special for IBOs, but the normal persons, I'll say the customers, I'll say aside to see us how to promote the business effectively, how to use the face on effectively. When you can hear us and see us, please, Catherine, Vargas, there's she's here, let's go. And then she look pretty good, showman 25 in the UK. I hope you can unmute your button. Let me just see. And now you can, your co-host, so you can mute yourself. So give us the nuggets. Thank you to be on this call. Wait a minute. And here, yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Joshua, it is amazing to be here. I just want to give it back to you. You're a phenomenal leader. And, you know, it's my pleasure to be here. And I hope that you guys are going to get a whole lot of value today. Guys, before I get into this information, can we give it back to Joshua? Can we give it back to Joshua? Can we actually show some love to him in the chat box? Because I've been listening to him and I don't know what he's been saying, but all I know that is his energy is amazing. He's an incredible leader. And that's all that really matters. So thank you so much, Joshua, for having me here on the call. All right, awesome. So guys, I actually asked what topic should I actually speak about today? And my topic is phase 1, but definitely it's always important before we go into the information for me to actually share my story, just in case, you know, because I feel like I had this conversation with a lot of people today as well. A lot of people think that, you know, us becoming a chairman is just pure magic, because a lot of people join the business when we are at the chairman rank, you know, so a lot of people have joined since we've become chairman, and it just looks like it's magic. It looks like it's just magic. No, that's not the case. So I want to really actually, you know, take you guys through a bit about my story, not too much, but just a bit of background so that you understand that, you know, I'm no one special. I'm not extraordinary. I absolutely am not. I'm just a regular young lady that decided that she wanted more out of life. So yes, I am based in London in the UK. I'm a chairman 25. Inside of my organization, I actually have 11 chairmans in my organization. We've been able to create a lot of duplication globally, been able to build an incredible international team. Majority of my organization is actually in Nigeria, which I'm super proud about. And yeah, I mean, the goal this year is definitely to have 50 brand new chairmen. So I'll tell you how my journey really began, how we actually got here. So how my journey really began was I actually used to work in retail. So I come from a retail background. I was a simple sales assistant here in London. And I was earning £7.25 an hour. So it's really safe to say that I was really broke as a joke, you know. Prior to working in retail, I'm someone that failed at college miserably. I dropped out of college twice. I mean, I went to 3 different colleges, finally finished college with just a BTech in photography. So the only thing I'm actually qualified in doing is photography. I decided not to go to university because, I mean, college was hard enough. So then that's when I ended up working in retail. Now, when I was working in retail, I also started doing a bit of photography as well. So I was doing photography when I met a really good friend of mine that she really inspired me. You know, it's so important in life to surround yourself with people that, you know, they're living the way that you want to live. So this young lady, she was really a go-getter, you know, and she had what I would describe as a laptop lifestyle. She had a laptop lifestyle, and she literally worked from anywhere. You know, back then she had a MacBook and she was literally working from anywhere. I mean, the nicest places in London, she was always working from Mayfair or Knightsbridge, and at least 2 times, like at least every 2 weeks, she was in Dubai. Like literally at least every 2 weeks, she was in Dubai. And the lifestyle that she had, I was like, wow. You know, so then she started taking me to Mayfair and Knightsbridge, which you know, those are 2 of my favorite areas in London, aside from my own. And she started taking me to those 2 places. So she was introducing me to Mayfair. Now I'm falling in love with Mayfair, a more affluent side of London. She's taking me to Knightsbridge. I'm falling in love with Knightsbridge as well. So it's like, whatever you experience in life, that's what creates your desires. So me now coming out of where I grew up, which is East London, and now being exposed to something finer, now I'm like, wow, this is really for me. This is the lifestyle, you know? So literally a year into our friendship, she phoned me up. She asked me if I wanted to make more money. And of course, I was like, well, yes, it's a no-brainer. Who in their right mind doesn't want to make more money? You'd have to be crazy to not want to make more money. So that's when she connected me up with her mentor. And that's when I decided to get started with this, because when I looked at this, the person that introduced me at the time was making £20,000 a month. Now, the background that I come from, I had never been around anyone earning that type of money. So this was really, I thought that was success. I used to look at £20,000 a month as success. Like, I was blown away when I found out that somebody that looks like me, comes from my type of background, doesn't come from privilege, can be earning £20,000 a month. And he showed me that he was making £5,000 a week. So I was like, wow, this is amazing. You know, I was like, I have to start. So I literally got started. I didn't actually have the money to get started, but I borrowed the money to join, because the way that I looked at it was, I was working in retail. I hated what I was doing. You know, when you work a job and you have that work experience, it kind of makes you know if it's for you or if it's not for you. And I'm glad that I actually had a job, because if I never had a job, I wouldn't have known that that's not what I want to do with my life, you know? So when I was working in that workplace, I saw there was really, really old people. Like, you know, people were like, let's say my parents' age, and they were working, you know, like, wow, you know, I don't want to end up being this person. I don't want to be an old person, you know, still serving customers, still working on the shop floor, still in the stock room. Absolutely no way. So I'd already decided that that's not going to be my path. I'd already decided, based on the exposure that my friend was giving me into this more lavish lifestyle, that I wanted to have, you know, that type of lifestyle. I wanted to be able to travel the world. I wanted to be able to, you know, take all of those vacations that I couldn't afford on my retail income. So literally, I did what I had to do. I borrowed the money. I got started with this. And yeah, it's been a journey, but it's been an amazing journey. You know, the person that I started this business as is not the person that I am today, you know? In order for you to make more money than you're currently making right now, you're gonna have to grow, you're gonna have to develop. You're not gonna become a different person, but you're gonna, the person that you are going to grow, you know, because where you are in terms of what you're earning right now, if you want to make significantly more money than what you earn right now, you have to become more valuable to the marketplace. So we actually get paid in proportion to how valuable we are. Like, if you actually look at the people in the world that they make the most amount of money, those people are making that type of money simply because of the fact that they are solving a lot of people's problems. So if you want to make a lot of money, you want to find a way to solve a lot of people's problems, and that's how you're going to make a lot of money. So also, it's the same thing in saying that if you want to make a lot of money, you need to become a valuable person. You need to become a person of value. That's why all of the leaders will always tell you that you've got to do daily personal development. Every single day, you have to work on you. You have to work on yourself. You know, what audios are you listening to? What books are you reading? Which videos are you plugging into? Are you on YouTube University? Are you, you know, working on yourself? Because the mindset that you start this business with is not the mindset that's going to take you to chairman, because that mindset is set for a certain level of income. Without consciously knowing it, we've been programmed our entire lives through conversations we've had, through environments that we've been in, these environments that we've been in, these conversations that we've been having, people that are in our lives speaking over our lives or speaking to us, they've been saying different things that have literally, you know, gone into our subconscious mind, and it's created I'll say subconscious beliefs that don't support the lifestyle that we're now desiring for. So when you get started with a business like this, where you can, you know, go from, let's say, for instance, you can go from broke as a joke, you know, to now becoming a 6-figure earner, a 7-figure earner, an 8-figure earner, you're going to have to unlearn some of that old information, some of that old programming in order to believe that that you are going to be able to earn the type of money that is available here. So every single day is a process of unlearning that old information and relearning new information, So there are one of the audios that's very, very crucial every single day that I highly recommend that you listen to. It's called The Strangest Secret. It's on YouTube. It's called The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. If you're fairly new, or even if you're not new, I would say this is an audio to listen to every day. The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale, because it helps you understand a lot of things about why most people in the world are actually broke. Because the truth of the matter is we all know the cash flow quadrant, and we know that 95% of people in the world are falling into that poor and middle class category, and they're only making 5% of the world's money. The Strangest Secret explains exactly why. And when you listen to The Strangest Secret, it now becomes apparent to you why you absolutely have to break out of that normal habitual pattern that everybody else is in. And you now need to start, doing things different to how everybody else out there is doing things. So my training today is about phase one. I think this is like one of the greatest topics when it comes to our profession. So I've actually put some slides together because I'm conscious that maybe you might not understand what I'm saying, or maybe I'll be going too fast. So at least you can screenshot, take pictures of the slides so that you can go back over the information another time. But it'll definitely be very informative. So let's get into it. All right, awesome. Let me go. I hope you guys can see my screen. I'm pretty sure you can because we use Zoom so much. So all right, let's get into phase one. So I know you guys already know what phase one is, but let's go into it. So phase one, now I describe phase one as the only phase that pays, okay? Phase one is the only phase that pays. So phase one is how we describe the correct, let's say for instance, the correct attitude towards your business. I would say phase one is an attitude. I'll say it's an attitude and it's an activity. Okay, it's an attitude and it's an activity and it's a daily thing. So phase one is the only phase that pays. There's actually 4 phases to your business. There's 4 phases to your business, but the only one that you should always be in at all times is phase one. This is the one that's going to pay you. This is the one that's going to create momentum in your business. And this is the one that is going to keep you a relevant leader. So what is phase one? This is the phase where you are personally acquiring new customers. And this is an everyday thing. So every single day you are personally acquiring new customers. You are helping new people get started in the business every day. You are helping new people acquire customers and build their team of people who also acquire customers. So that's the phase one activity, is you acquiring new customers and you helping other people in your group acquire new customers as well, and getting those customers started in the right way. So always stay in phase one if you want to keep getting paid and be in massive momentum. This is the only phase that creates massive momentum. And also, in terms of phase one, let's say, for example, I don't know where your business is right now, but if there's anyone on the call where your business right now is not in phase one, there's a solution to that. If your business is never in phase one, it actually starts with the leader making a decision. Everything in our business is really a decision. So if you want to get your business into momentum, it's a conscious decision that you're going to make, that I am going to go into phase one. Okay, I'm going to go into phase one. So for example, when I was a Chairman 10, I decided, on a date for my Chairman 25 promotion. Now, I understood that there's a particular season of this business that others might think, this is a festive period, so, they might slow down. So I understood as a leader, the times where other people may slow down because it's a holiday, those are the periods of time where as a leader, I now need to increase my activity. So now what I decided to do was I set myself a goal. I'm going to personally recruit 20 brand new customers in 30 days. I'm going to personally recruit 20 brand new customers in 30 days. So that's how I kicked off my personal momentum. Okay. So if you ever want to create group momentum, you start with personal momentum. So what I did was I decided I'm going to personally recruit 20 brand new customers in a 30-day time frame. So I did just that. Now, I did just that before a 90-day run. So before the 90-day run, I didn't recruit 20 in the month. I actually recruited 17. But the 17th one actually turned out to be a superstar. So the 17th one became someone I could really run with, and she went P2000 so fast. And that kicked off group momentum, and that led me to shortly becoming Chairman 25. So your personal momentum that you decide that you're going to go into, and when I say personal momentum, that means that you set yourself a target on how many brand new individuals you're going to sponsor in a very short period of time. It's going to take intense daily activity to get those 20 customers on board in that 30-day period, right? But it's going to be so worth it. What would it mean to your business if you got 20 brand new people started in 30 days? Like, what would happen to your business? You know, would your team respect you a bit more? What would that mean for yourself in terms of income? Would you be able to earn some pretty good money from 20 brand new? And also, I think right now we even have the double rush promo. So that's even more money as well. So literally, if you set yourself a target, you know, that you're going to recruit 20 brand new individuals in a 30-day time frame, what would it mean to you? And what would it mean for your business? And what would it mean for your level of credibility, your level of respect in terms of your team? Would your team respect you more? Would you be able to earn a bit more money? Is there something that you could do with that extra money that you'd be able to have earned in that short period of time? And also, would you be able to help some people on your team close some ranks if you did that? Because as a leader, there's actually 5 levels of leadership, right? There's 5 levels of leadership. And one of the 5 levels of leadership, and that's by John C. Maxwell, in case you're not sure about the 5 levels of leadership, there is a book, 5 Levels of Leadership. Is so good. You know, of course, rank is the lowest one, position, I mean, is the lowest one, but there's one called production. So this is where people follow the leader because the leader is a producer. If you are someone that you describe yourself as a leader, you need to be a producer. You know, you need to be able to produce. So what would it mean for your team if in the next 30 days you recruited 20 brand new customers? Would you be able to actually close some ranks? Would you be able to actually finish off some ranks? Is there some people in your business that they're a few people away from Platinum 600, Platinum 1000, Platinum 2000, you know, maybe even higher than that? And if you were bringing in 20 brand new individuals in that short period of time, you would be able to, you know, help them with some placements so you can get that promotion done, because the promotion is not just for the person in your team, but as a leader, you need to be seen doing promotions. And that's why you need to be a phase 1 leader, because people are going to, you know, follow the person that produces. Okay. So all right, now there's 4 phases, but as I said, guys, the only one that you want to be in is phase 1. The only phase that you always want to stay in is phase 1. Now, these are the 3 phases that you want to make sure, if you identify that you are in any of these phases, get out of them right now. They're not going to make you any money, and they're really going to hurt your business. So literally, if you're in any of these, get out of them. So you've got phase 2. Now, phase 2 is when you're in management mode. Now, some of you may have been here before and then you checked yourself and then you got back into phase 1. So management mode, this is where you are no longer doing the work you were doing in the beginning. You are now calling your people to see what they're doing, right? Phase 3, don't get into this phase either. This is when you're calling people that you normally call to call their people to see what those people are doing. And then you've got phase 4. You don't even know that you're in I Am Academy anymore. Nobody is doing anything. And we know what happens next. We know what happens next. That's when now the back office says unranked, because nobody is doing anything. Okay, so you want to stay in phase 1 at all times. You want to stay in phase 1 at all times. Now, if you want to build momentum, stay in phase one. Now, I know every single person is on this call right now at this time of the evening because you want to build momentum in your business. Phase one is where you build momentum. And remember what I said, if right now you're not in group momentum, your team right now is not in momentum, guys, decide that you're going to do personal momentum. And also, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, you know, the one that said where I told you about recruit 20 people, right? Recruit 20 people in 30 days. There's actually a training on YouTube. There's actually a training on YouTube by Eric Worre. If you just go there and you type in recruit 20 in 30 days by Eric Worre, you're going to be able to find that training. It's a very, very good one. So you're going to be able to find that training. And also there's a training as well by Alex Morton. I don't know if you've ever watched it before. It's so powerful. You need to watch it. It's called Recruiting is the Answer. Recruiting is the answer. Another terminology for it is RETA. So if you go on YouTube and you type in Recruiting is the Answer by Alex Morton, that's a powerful training. When I wanted to do my 20 and 30, I made sure I was watching recruiting videos every single day. There is a specific leader from a different company. I don't think that company is really around anymore. It was called ACN, but there's a great leader from there. And I think he's one of the best trainers in the network marketing profession. His name is Max Knowles. Okay. So Max Knowles, MAX KNOWLES, Max Knowles. He does a lot of trainings on recruiting. He's very good. He's actually a master recruiter. So if you do decide that you want to create that group momentum, remember it starts with personal momentum. So you make a plan for yourself. I'm going to do this. And as a ripple effect, it's going to, you know, rub off on your group. And also, if you want to create group momentum as well, you want to definitely create a vision for your organization. What is your vision for your organization? You know, for example, the year that I went Chairman 10, I had a vision that, you know, we were going to break 50 brand new Platinum 1000s. This was the vision that I wrote down. This was the vision that I was speaking from the beginning of the year. So at the start of January, I was speaking, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am the leader that has developed 50 brand new chairmen in my organization. And I set the date for the end of the year. Now, by June came around, we'd already had the 50 brand new Platinum 1000s by June, because I actually engaged the entire organization into this vision. And instead of us having 50 Platinum 1000s, we actually had 5 chairmen. Okay, so we actually had 5 chairmen. And the reason why that happened is because, of course, to produce a chairman is actually 10 Platinum 1000s, well, 7 to 10 Platinum 1000s. So us breaking 50 brand new P1s, that broke 5 chairmen. So now also phase 1 keeps your skills sharp. Phase 1 keeps your skills sharp. Guys, this is very, very important. You know, if you see any leader, there are certain skills that every single leader is very, very good at the skills that's required for this particular business. Every single leader, they appear like they're so good at presentations. They're so good at launching. They're so good at inviting. They're so good at prospecting. They're just so good at every single skill set that is required to win at this business. It's not by coincidence. It's not by accident, okay? It's because they're doing it every day. This is what they're practicing every single day. So phase 1 keeps your skills sharp, okay? You want to be that leader that your team feels confident and excited about getting people in front of you, because they know that if you present the business, people are going to get in. If they put you on a 3-way call, people are going to get in. If like, they just know that whenever you're involved, people are getting in. So you want to stay in phase 1 because that will keep your skills sharp, okay? You know, because you're doing the activities every single day. So it's hard to not be good at it. It's going to be hard to not be good at it. So you want to be like Apple. Apple is a phase 1 company, always working on innovation. They already working on iPhone 17. You know, they already have a release date for iPhone 17, okay? Now, when you stay in the game, you don't have to get in the game. When you stay in the game, you don't have to get in the game. Apple stays in the game. They stay innovating and stay way ahead of the competition. In fact, they have no competition. It's iPhone or iPhone. When you stay in phase one, you will become that market leader like Apple. You'll become that market leader like Apple. So for example, guys, do you know that if you get out of phase one and you go into phase two, you go into phase three, you go into phase four, this academy is always launching something new. This academy is always launching something new to help us take our income to the next level. Now, if you are out of phase one and they launch something new, now you're trying to play catch up. You're literally trying to play catch up because you were out of the game. And remember, your team, they actually do what you do. They don't do what you say. Majority of what your team is going to do is what they see you do. So when you when you go into phase two, when you go into phase three, when you go into phase four, guess where your team's going to be as well? They're not going to be in phase one. They're going to be exactly where you are as well. They're going to be doing exactly what you're doing as well. So you want to make sure that you stay in the right phase because your team is going to follow your example more than they follow what you tell them. Your team will follow your example more, what they see you do, right, than what you tell them to do. So make sure you're in phase one, because if something new launches, and I mean, there's many new things launching all the time, you want to definitely be ready. You know, you want to definitely be ready. You're going to wish you and your team were, you know, in massive momentum and you had a whole bunch of new customers, not even new customers, but you had a whole army ready to literally launch this new thing when it dropped, okay? But if you came out of phase one, your team came out of phase one, now the volume is going down, now you don't really have any players on the team, something new launches, you're excited, and instead what it feels like now is instead of soaring with eagles, right, because you had all these eagles that you were soaring with, which is what it's like when you're in phase one and your team is in phase one with you as well. It's like you're soaring with eagles. Instead, it feels like now you're trying to raise the dead. Now you're trying to raise the dead, okay? So now it feels like you're trying to, you know, drag a donkey to water and force him to drink, but it's your fault because you came out of the game, so they came out of the game as well. Your team is watching you every single day. They're duplicating your bad habits, they're duplicating your good habits, you know? So you got to make sure you're conscious of what they're seeing from you. Now, when you go into phase 2, 3, and 4, your team leaves you because you're no longer a relevant leader. Your team asks you a question and they can tell that you aren't in the game. So you want to make sure that you are on top of everything all the time. You want to make sure that you are, you know, you got to just stay in the relevant phase. Because guys, trust me, when your team realize that, you know, they ask you a question and they realize that you ain't even in the game, they're going to start losing respect for you. They're going to start losing respect for you. And trust me, you don't even want that. Now, here's a great example of a phase one leader, okay? So we all know Alex Morton. Alex Morton is the perfect example of a phase one leader. You know, he got started in network marketing at 21 years old. Alex Morton was 21 years old when he started networking. By the age of 24, he had made his first 1 million US dollars. He's actually the highest paid networker in the world. Like, if you know Alex, he's the highest paid networker in the world. He's now 32 years old. So it's actually been 11 years in the industry and dozens of millions later, and he's still showing the plan every single day. He's still in phase one every single day. He still does one-on-one meetings in coffee shops every single day. He's actually in the middle of a phase one tour right now across Europe. I think it's in the month of April. It's actually 10 different cities, countries, you know, across Europe in just April alone. Can you imagine, you know, and how many times have you even shown the plan? Like, how many times have you even shown the plan in the month of April? Alex Morton has actually had 10 different events in 10 different cities, countries in 1 month, and he's already made dozens of millions. He's already made his first million at the age of 24. He's actually 32 right now, but he hasn't forgotten what got him there. You've got to keep doing the stuff that has produced the success in the beginning. The same thing that took you to where you are right now in your business is the same activities that you got to keep doing. This business isn't rocket science. It's the same small daily disciplines practiced every single day. Guys, some people are always looking for, you know, they're always looking for something more. They're always looking for something more. There must be more to it. There has to be something else. No, it's the same simple things. Do it every single day that leads to those results. So we don't have to guess why, Alex is paid so much. He never leaves phase one. He's always a relevant leader deep in the trenches, showing the plan and serving. Like, you can't forget about Alex. Okay, so this is very, very important. Now, guys, network marketing is actually a very, very serious profession, okay? Network marketing is actually a very, very serious profession. Like, it's serious, okay? Now, I hope you guys, I don't know if you guys have gotten to this point yet where you really understand what we're a part of. We're a part of, like, this is insane, we're a part of something that is huge, and there's so much money to be made, and what I love about, this business that we're a part of, it doesn't matter what your background is, it doesn't matter what your track record is, doesn't matter what you were doing before this, doesn't matter if you have no experience. Anybody can come into what we do and anybody can win. Like, this business is no respecter of persons. Anyone can become a 6-figure earner. Anybody can become a 7-figure earner. Anybody can become an 8-figure earner. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, but it's the reality of it. Anybody can come in here and absolutely blow it up and make income that nobody would have ever expected of them. This is the type of business where people need to forget about your past. People need to forget about what you were doing before. Because even if you were that person that people really counted you out, if you come into this business and you start to do the right things, like, it's crazy who you could actually become. It's crazy what you can actually start earning, right? It's absolutely crazy. So, I want you guys to start understanding what you're a part of. Like, I don't look at this as something that we paid. Let's say, I don't know how much you guys paid to start, but let's say, for instance, there's different options. So let's say, for instance, I don't know if you paid $325 to start. I don't know if you paid $185 to start, whatever it was, right? But whatever you paid to start, I want you to actually stop thinking about this as something that you just paid $185 for. I want you to stop thinking about this as something that you just paid $325 for. This is a multi-million euro opportunity. There is a lot of money to be made here, right? This is where you see on social media, they always say, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. This is where the rich family came from you. This is where you were able to do it. It was in network marketing. Network marketing is the name of the profession that we're in, right? But aside from paying that money and signing up to this opportunity, there's so much more to it. The way that I see my business and the way that I see what we have is I look at this business as owning a McDonald's franchise. I look at it as owning a McDonald's franchise. It's just that it didn't have to cost us that much. We didn't spend tens of thousands like how much people invest in traditional businesses. We didn't spend hundreds of thousands like what people invest into traditional businesses. We literally only had to invest $325 or $185. Now there's no cap to what we can make. We can make anything up to 750,000 US dollars a month. And there's no special requirement for us to be able to do it. We don't have to pass any particular checks, any particular tests. Guys, it's crazy to me. If you really think about it, I don't know in Germany what the educational system is like, but I know that in the UK, we have college and then we have university. Now, one thing that I know is that people here in the UK, they will invest, I think it's everywhere in the world, to be honest, like people everywhere in the world, they invest years and years and years and years of their life into a formal education, and then beyond the required, let's say, for instance, the required part of it, which is, I don't know what you call it in Germany, but over here we call it, primary school, secondary school, all that good stuff. Then we've got college. After that, you got to get a qualification in college. Then you've got to go to university, and university costs a lot of money. Here in the UK, 3 years of university is £40,000. It's over £40,000. So it's like you invest years and years and years of your time into a university education, right? And also, aside from the university education, how much did it actually cost you? right? And a lot of people actually get into debt for that university education, right? So years of your time in school, you're teaching you stuff that is not making anybody rich, wealthy, or financially free. Then college, don't even mention it. Again, teaching you stuff that is not even relevant to you becoming rich, wealthy, or financially free. Now you go to university because that is what's typical. That is what's expected. That's the expectation. You need to, if you want to get a good job, you want to get a good career, you want to get good pay, you need to go to uni. So now that's another 3 years of your time that you give away to university, and you invest tens of thousands of pounds. Here in the UK, it's over 40,000 pounds, you know, for you to, let's say, for instance, for you to go to university. And then you come out of university, right, with that university degree. And, you know, how much is a graduate job paying? Like, how much is a graduate job paying? Here in the UK, a typical graduate job is paying 22,000 a year, 22,000 pounds a year, right? And that's actually before taxes. That's before taxes. So you invested all of those years of your life. You start your life at whatever particular age after you've gone through all of that schooling, right? And then you come out of university, and the most that you can actually look forward to is you can actually look forward to maybe earning 22,000 pounds a year, 22,000 pounds a year, and that's before taxes. So you still, after investing all of that money and all of that time, you still can't even afford your dream life. It's crazy to me. You still can't afford your dream life. And you've now started your adult life off in debt. You've literally now started your adult life off in debt. So now you're owing before you've even started. And you owe more than you even make in a year. It's crazy. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Now, we grow up and we're raised with the mentality, we're raised in the mindset that we're supposed to go to school. And I'm not saying don't go to school. There's nothing wrong with it, right? But like, we're raised in the mindset that we're supposed to go to university. So we now go and we invest that 3 years. We invest 3 solid years. We're studying, we're doing the work, we're so committed so that we can come out and we can earn that 22,000 pounds a year. Now, why, when someone gives us an opportunity, right, where all we had to invest to start was either $185 or $325 US, we don't realize that this is crazy. This is amazing. Like, this is amazing. Now we're able to make in a month what they make in a year without the degree. Because I mean, I'm not saying anything's wrong with it, but I don't personally have a university degree. I never went to university, right? But what my friends that went to university and gave all their time away, what they're making in a year, we're able to make it in a month. Then we're able to decide, you know what? I want this to be my weekly income. Then we're able to start making it in a day, right? But when the route that they've gone down, they're limited, they're capped to how much they can actually make. There's a limit on it. There's a cap to how much they can actually make. But we started something for just $325, $185. And where we get to inside of this opportunity is up to us if we see it for what it is. So I realized that this business is me being able to own a McDonald's franchise without having McDonald's franchise money. Because I don't know how much McDonald's is to own one, but I mean, it's the same thing. It's like the same concept. Because, for example, why would I want to own a McDonald's? I don't personally eat McDonald's, nothing wrong with it. But why would I want to own a McDonald's business? I want to own a McDonald's business because there is a huge demand for their product. So you're basically purchasing a business that already has a huge demand for their product. People want it. Like, people want it. You know, there's a huge, anywhere you go in the world, there's a huge demand for McDonald's. So you're buying a business that already has a huge demand for the products, right? The products are already tried and tested and proven, right? I Am Academy is exactly the same. These products are already tried, tested, and proven. So now you've got your same online business, that, just like the same thing McDonald's is doing, is the same way you're able to franchise your business out but your business didn't cost you anywhere near what those guys spent to own McDonald's, but you can actually make McDonald's money from it. Like you could really make big business money from this business. Guys, all of your favorite Chairman 750s, Chairman 250s, Chairman 500s, Chairman 100s, Chairman 50s, and so on and so forth. Do you realize that these individuals were just customers that never quit? They were just customers with a vision. That's all it was. Customers that really saw this thing for what it really is, which is a big business, a multi-million euro opportunity. This is your chance. Guys, it's cliche, but it's true. If you don't come from a rich family absolutely must come from you. If it's not you out of your family that's going to do this, that's going to make it happen, that's going to change, right? That's going to change your family's future. Who is it going to be? Is there someone else in the family that can change the game forever? Because for me, I come from a family where there wasn't even anyone making six figures. There wasn't even anybody in my family making a small six figures, right? So I understood that if it's not me, it's going to be nobody else in my family. So I understood it's up to me to change the game forever. You have the same opportunity. Guys, you can make McDonald's franchise money without spending McDonald's franchise money. Do you understand that this is a real online business? Guys, when you scale this business up, regardless of how big you grow this business, the overhead cost every single month, it still remains the same. That's not how traditional businesses work. Traditional businesses, the larger they become, right? So your team keeps getting larger, your income's growing, you're making more and more money, but the overhead cost each month is still the same. Traditional business, you actually have to spend more every single month. So it's like the larger the business is becoming, the more the overhead cost that you have to spend each month, right? So please understand what you're a part of. How you get to start something where you can eventually make 750,000 US dollars every single month if you're serious, if you understand what's in your hands, and if you're committed, and if you take it seriously, and if you actually start to study the profession. Guys, I personally believe that network marketing is the most amazing profession. It's the most amazing career in the world, because I've never seen another profession, anything like this, where normal average individuals like myself, or, like all the other leaders, because by the way, there's loads of network marketing companies. This is a real profession, right? This is a real profession. I've never seen where so many normal average people that, like people would have counted these individuals out, are now becoming six-figure earners, seven-figure earners, eight-figure earners, now earning extraordinary incomes. Guys, I want to actually, I'm so passionate about network marketing. I actually want to show you guys some of the incomes that people are actually earning here in this profession itself, okay? So there's actually a website. It's called Business for Home, right? This website is called Business for Home. And, let me go ahead and share my screen. This website is called Business for Home, right? And Business for Home, it actually has the lifetime top earners in network marketing. So remember, we understand that we're part of the network marketing profession. Definitely the best profession I've ever seen, because it allows us to earn what our peers, went to university, did all that studying, spent all that time, all that money, what they're looking to earn in a year, we make it in a month or in a week. Fantastic. Guys, look at what some of the people in our profession, right? In our profession have earned in their lifetimes. Did you know that you can make 460 million US dollars, nearly $500 million from network marketing in your lifetime earnings? Guys, there's loads of companies. Network marketing is a real profession. It's a real career, okay? And it's making normal average individuals very rich, very wealthy. Those who have decided that they're going to become a student of the profession, they're going to really study, they're going to use YouTube University to really master the skills, really become a professional at this game, okay? So guys, look at this. These are some of the like lifetime highest earnings in network marketing, as in the same profession that you're a part of, the same profession that you paid $185, $325 to get started with. These individuals have made this type of money. Guys, do you understand that this guy, Dexter Yeager, do you understand that Dexter Yeager, he's made nearly $500 million US from his entire career in network marketing? Do you understand that he's deceased? He's no longer alive, but he is still getting paid. Well, not him, but his family. His family is still being paid a residual income. His family is still being paid because of the effort, because of the work, because of the investment of time and effort that he made while he was alive. His family is still getting paid till to date from the work that he put in, from the legacy that he created. What are you going to leave your family with? A lot of people die and all they leave their family with is debt. Literally, I mean, funerals are not even cheap. Like funerals are actually very expensive. You know, a lot of people, they die and their families have to even start a GoFundMe to actually bury them. You know, this guy instead, he left a lot of wealth. So what are you consciously creating for your family? What are you consciously creating for your family? I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I remember in the Chairman 25 and above group chat, there was a young lady that she actually died. She was a Platinum 5000. And I don't want to talk about how she passed away, but this young lady as a Platinum 5000, she passed away. And, you know, I remember Chris did something so special. Chris decided that she was a Platinum 5000 at the time that she died, you know, so Christopher Terry, he made her, like, he literally made her account a permanent Platinum 5000. So that account, it can't derank. Every single month, her family is going to be paid $5,000 US every single month. And it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop because she was a grinder. She was a hard worker. She was a Platinum 5000 leader. And unfortunately, she died. But because she was creating a legacy for her family, when she died, this is something Chris decided to do. Chris, because she was using that 5K a month to take care of her family, Chris made sure that he made that 5K a month permanent. So her family is always going to have that legacy that she left them. They're always going to be getting that 5K a month. That's the kind of heart of the CEO that we have here anyway, right? Guys, look, this couple, they've made $160 million US from network marketing, $125 million. And this looks like a lady, Nancy, right? So you're telling me that Nancy has made 125 million in her career in network marketing? Wow. This guy, 105 million. Where else are they going to pay people like us that type of money? This Rolf guy, 100 million, 75 million, 71 million, 68 million. Did you know that you could make this types of money? Like, did you know that you could actually make this types of money? That's why it's really crazy to me. It's really crazy to me when, you know, people are, you know, worried about picking up the phone and phoning people. People are worried about, you know, rejection. Like, what do you want? Do you want to make serious money? Do you want to change your life forever? Or do you fear rejection? Guys, can you let me know in the chat? Can you let me know in the chat? Has there ever been a time where somebody said no to you and you died? Have you ever, like, or not you, but has anybody ever died because someone said no to them? Because, I mean, if all we have to do to make that type of money, to secure the lifestyle, if all we have to do is talk to people, I mean, I'll talk to people all day. Like, guys, what's the worst that they can say? No. I've never died from somebody telling me no. Like, I've just been grateful that they said no, because at least I can move on to the next person. At least I can move on to the next person. So if you're not going to die, if somebody says no, do the necessary work, do the necessary prospecting, make the necessary calls, do the necessary phase 1 activity, because it ain't going to kill you. But trust me, when you're millions up, you're not even going to remember those no's. So guys, I mean, it's like a temporary discomfort to attain your dream life. Why wouldn't you do it? Like, why wouldn't you do it? So guys, listen, there are 7 skills to becoming a network marketing professional, okay? There's 7 skills to becoming a network marketing professional. Actually, let me go ahead. Give me a second. Let me grab the link I want to send you guys the link. Hold on, let me copy this link. Copy. Let me go back here. I'm gonna drop this link inside of the chat box. So save this. Okay. That's the link. So please save that link, guys. It's actually the 7 skills to becoming a network marketing professional. So if you decide that, you want to go pro, you really want to make crazy money here, you really want to become a top earner in this profession, because that's what you should really set your sights on. You should want to become a top person in this profession. You should want to become a top earner in this profession. Like, why not? Is making people that look just like you make extraordinary incomes, live extraordinary lifestyles. Why not you? Okay. So there's only really 7 skills that you need to master for you to become a network marketing profession, for you to become a top person in your career, right? For you to be able to win at this business, and for you to be able to make crazy money from this business. Now, the number 1 skill set, finding prospects, okay? Finding prospects. Now, inside of that link that I've sent you, it's got 7 videos. It's got 7 videos by a network marketing veteran. His name is Eric Worre, right? And he's actually created a training on each of these 7 skills. If you study these 7 skills, I have no doubt in my mind you're going to go chairman, because these are just the 7 skills that once you master them, it's game over. You know your business inside out. You're doing this stuff every single day. Chairman has no option but to show up. It's going to show up. So the number 1 skill, finding prospects. There's a video in there on finding prospects. The number 2 skill, inviting prospects. You want to master this. You want to get good at it. The number 3, presenting. Oh my goodness. You want to become a master presenter. A lot of you haven't started presenting yet because you think, oh my goodness, the person above me, my mentor, my coach, she's so good at it, he's so good at it, I'm not as good as that person. Do you know they're only good at it because they've been doing it so much? We're only good at presenting because we've done it so many times. Do you know that when you've done the presentation so many times as well, you're gonna have to be good at it as well. You can't be terrible at something that you do over and over again. That would be crazy. The number 4, following up. This is crucial. A lot of people lose out on business because they don't follow up. A lot of people are losing out on business because they don't follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. The person that follows up the most is the person that will make the most money. Because in network marketing, a lot of people, they stop working because they expose the business to someone the first time and the person doesn't join the first time. Do you know that it actually takes about 4 to 6 exposures of someone seeing the business, of someone seeing an overview of the business, of someone being exposed to the business in some capacity for them to actually join? Fortunately for us, because what we do is so sexy, because the products are so sexy and attractive, people actually join faster. It doesn't actually take that long. But the reality is, in this profession of network marketing, it actually takes, so please write that part down, it takes 4 to 6 exposures for someone to actually make a buying decision, for someone to actually decide that they're going to join this business. Okay, so it's about 4 to 6 exposures. So please, if someone doesn't get in right away after you've shown them a presentation, it doesn't end there. You want to do something called BAM FAM. BAM FAM, BAMFAM, BAM FAM. It's called book a meeting from a meeting. So if someone doesn't sign up on the first exposure, which, to be very honest, most people are not supposed to, most people are not supposed to, because, you have to remember as well, for a lot of people, this is going to be new information. This is going to be new information. So they might need to see a couple of times for them to get familiar with it, or for them to, just get their mind around it. So there's nothing wrong with that. So stop thinking that you're failing when people don't say yes straight away. Yes, we do have a lot of people saying yes straight away, but the reality is it's not actually before, like, it's not really normal, but you know, it's normal here because what we do is very sexy and attractive. So yes, but remember, when they don't say yes straight away, keep following up, keep leading them to the next exposure. If you invited them to a Zoom call and they didn't, you know, join, is there, then you need to get them on a three-way call. You need to get them on a three-way call. Get them plugged in with someone that has more success, more results, and knows how to close. If they don't get started from the three-way call, lead them to another exposure. Are you guys going to have some type of physical event? Are you going to be having some kind of physical meetup? Is there another Zoom event that's coming up? Lead them, invite them to the next exposure. Always keep the exposure going. Number 5, master closing. This is very important. Like, what's really the point of being in business if you don't know how to close? Like, you gotta master closing. Like, this is where you're gonna make the money. Master closing. Now, by the way, the best way to actually master closing is through three-way calls. If you really want to master closing, the best way to do it is to put your mentor on a lot of three-way calls. The more three-way calls that you get your mentor on, and you keep hearing your mentor over and over close these people, you hear exactly what it is that your mentor is telling people, you're gonna naturally, guys, three-way calls are actually for learning. Three-way calls are actually for learning. You know, you're gonna learn a lot every time you get on one of those three-way calls with your mentor and you hear what they're saying to close that person. You imagine now you're gonna know how to close so well. And eventually you're going to become the person that's closing for your team. So definitely put your mentor on a lot of three-ways so you can really master closing. But yeah, guys, these are all in the videos anyway. Number 6, getting the new distributors started right. This is very important. Guys, you've literally got 28 days. You've got 28 days with a brand new customer, you know? But aside from those 28 days, the first 72 hours of you getting a new person started is crucial before they fall into something that's called a black hole. When someone just gets started, that's where they're most excited. That's when they're most excited. So you want to make sure when that new person first gets started, you want to make sure that you have a good system for getting a new person started, so that you know so that you expand on their confidence in that first 72 hours to keep their excitement going and make sure that they're getting some type of result. Make sure that there's a system that's getting them some type of result in that first 72 hours. And what is a result? You know, a result is usually some way of making money, okay? And number 7, which I know you guys are very, very good at, like Germany is amazing at this. Number 7 skill set is promoting events. Like, I don't think Germany has any problem with promoting events. Like, I mean, in the convention, you guys were the most present, you know, the most present. So the 7th skill is promoting events. So guys, make sure that link that I dropped, really study, like really study these 7 skills. And trust me, you're going to be able to build a massive business with a lot of duplication, because don't just learn these, apply them and teach them. Apply them and teach them. Imagine if you taught this to other people. Guys, the business is so repetitive. It doesn't change. It's the same thing. If you master these 7 skills, it's the same 7 skills that you're going to keep doing every day. So all you're going to do is, because of this habitual activity that you're doing every single day, you just keep getting better at it. And then people start looking at you and saying, oh my gosh, you're so good at it. Of course, I do it every day. Like, you know, so people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't. Yes, you can do it like me. If you start doing it every day as well, you're going to be just as good, maybe even greater, So here's a screenshot. Of the 7 different videos that you know are included in that you want to go ahead and you want to start studying these immediately. Okay, so these are the 7 videos. Study, guys, study these skills. It's literally crucial. It's literally crucial, because I know that the point of this IBO bootcamp is, I know that the goal is really chairman. Everybody on this call, the goal for you guys is really chairman, you know, but these are the small daily habits that lead up to that chairman flyer drop in. Trust me, you master these and the chairman flyer is going to drop. And also there's a book that you really want to read. Okay. there's a book that you really, really want to read. So you want to read this book. It's called Go Pro by Eric Worre. It's called Go Pro by Eric Worre. Now, the reason why you want to read this book is because I know that right now, a lot of people are literally operating as amateurs, or another way to put it, as poses. Okay, they're posing. They're not really doing the necessary business activities. They're not really doing the necessary business activities. So what I want you to do is I want you to decide to stop posing and become a network marketing professional. So Eric Worre, the 7 videos that I sent you is by this individual. He's made millions and millions and millions and millions from network marketing. He created the $1 Million Hall of Fame. So $1 Million Hall of Fame is anyone that earns $1 million in a calendar year from network marketing, they're inducted into that $1 Million Hall of Fame. He also has a event every single year. It's called Go Pro Recruiting Mastery, and leaders from all across the world actually travel, to Eric Worre's they actually travel to this event, and they learn from all the top earners in the profession, and everybody aspires to be one of the trainers, because now you're in front of the entire network marketing profession, which it's millions of people that you're now going to be training and teaching. So Eric Worre is really the GOAT of our profession when it comes to, really the skill sets and everything. So read this book, and it's really going to help you a whole lot. Okay. Now, deciding to go pro, you want to start with your warm market. Okay. There are 3 different markets in this business. There's 3 different markets in this business, but you really want to start with your warm market. You really want to start with your warm market. Now, what are the 3 different markets? Okay. What are the 3 different markets that you're going to encounter in this business? The first one is your warm market. Now, the warm market is the first market that you want to make sure you enter this market first, and you want to exhaust this market. You don't want to move on to the other 2 until you've completely exhausted what is called the warm market. Okay. So the warm market is when you're contacting and inviting people that you know. That's when you're contacting and inviting and exposing to the opportunity people that you know. That's the first market to go through. Okay. That one is really for practice. You might not make big money with that, but we'll get to that anyway. Now, the second market that you're going to encounter is the cold market, because of course you're going to run out of warm market. So the next one is the cold market. Now, let me tell you the honest truth. The cold market is where you're going to make the millions. This is where you're going to make the big money. Okay. This is where you're going to really make the big money. But then I say that, but then again, So the cold market is actually strangers. Do you ever hear people say that you'll make more money with strangers than you do with your friends? It's a fact. You'll make more money with strangers than you do with your friends. And that's the truth of the cold market. Guys, there's 8 billion people in the world. That's why I love this business so much. You can't run out of people. That's why I love this business, because this business, people are the capital. And there's 8 billion people in the world, which means that I'll never run out of people for my business, because there's 8 billion people. And obviously social media these days has made it a lot easier for us. We're now able to connect with millions of people all across the world by the click of a button, which is fantastic. But don't forget, start with the warm market first, okay? We're gonna get into that. And then it's the cold market. This is where you're gonna really meet like-minded individuals. You're gonna really meet like-minded individuals in your cold market, You're gonna meet people that they want the same things as you in life, You're gonna find you're so similar. You both have the same desires, the same ambitions. Because a lot of time you might feel like the black sheep in your friendship group right now. You might feel like you're the only one that's into the things that you're into. Even in your family, you might feel out of place, You might feel like people are making you feel some type of way because you have these ambitions, you have these goals, you have these dreams, right? But it's crazy because in the cold market, you now find a lot of people that share those same things. They share those same desires, those same passions, those same, interests. The reason being is because, guys, our warm market, people that we know, a lot of the people that we know, we only actually know them because we were in the same environments as them. we either went to school with them, or we grew up with them, or, you know, we ended up working with them, or, you know, like, you met them through some stage of something you were doing in your life, not because you and them were so aligned in terms of your morals, principles, and values, and so on and so forth. No, you were just in the same place at the same time. So that's why sometimes when you do get started in something like this, you find that your warm market, you know, might give you opposition, because you're not that alike. You were just in the same place at the same time. You were in the same class at school. You were in the same workplace, in the same job. But in the cold market, you find people just like you, okay? But go through the warm market first. We'll get to that. And then you've got the hot market, right? You've got the hot market. Now, this is where the big money is made. And this is probably the most enjoyable market. The most enjoyable market is the hot market. So the hot market is where now you're actually in your team members, like you're in your team members, I'll say you're in your team members warm market. So the people on your team, you're now inside of their warm market. So they are now edifying you. They're now introducing you to people that they know. And now, because you're edified, it's a lot easier. Now, because you're edified, it's a lot easier. And you're taprooting, and it's just great. It's just amazing. And you're building your organization levels and levels and levels deep, okay? Now, my mentor, David Imonite, he taught us 3 vital signs of business, okay? So one of them, the number one thing, is a customer is not a, or should I say a recruit? A recruit is not a recruit until they've introduced 2 people, okay? A recruit is not a recruit until they've introduced 2 people to the business. A leg is not a leg of business until you've driven it 4 levels deep. A leg is not a leg of business. You don't have a leg until it's 4 levels deep. What do I mean by 4 levels deep? That's when you actually taproot someone. You ask someone, who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Guys, this business is amazing. You know, if right now you have a team, it's fantastic, because you can actually go to anyone in your team who, you know, has some drive, has some ambition, really wants to make things happen here, and you can actually taproot that person. You can find out, who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? You can get them to actually put people in front of you for you to present the business to, for you to actually close for them, right? So the hot market is, it's a very sexy market. You're edified, you know, so now you're able to do the presentations for their people. You're able to close their people, you know. So it's a great market, and there's a lot of money to be made in this particular market, you know. The hot market led me to 2 of my chairman 50s that I have in my organization. It was actually through going through someone else on my team, his market, and me taprooting him. That's what actually led me to 2 of my chairman 50s. Like, so literally hot market is amazing, but you must go through the warm market first. This is the phases of the business. I mean, the stages: warm market first, cold market second, hot market third. So what you want to do is, you don't want to spend very long in your warm market. You don't want to spend very long contacting, inviting, and exposing the people that you know. You want to get through this very, very quickly, okay? You want to get through this very, very quickly. Oh yeah, and also I forgot another vital sign of building as well, guys. Aside from a leg is not a leg until you've built it 4 levels deep. And the reason why I say until you've built it 4 levels deep is because every time you take a leg 4 levels deep, as in you ask a person, you know, who do you know? And then you ask the next person, who do you know? Then you ask the next person, who do you know? And then you ask the next person, who do you know? Every time you get to that 4th level, you find a superstar. Every time that you take a level organically 4 levels deep, you have someone that you're working with. You ask this person, who do you know? They introduce you to someone, you close that person. You ask that next person, who do you know? That person now introduces you to someone, right? You ask that person, who do you know? That person now introduces you to someone. You ask that person, who do you know? That person now introduces you to someone. Every time you take a leg of business 4 levels deep, you find a superstar. Now, why do you want to take your business 4 levels deep? You want to take your business 4 levels deep because, guys, now you have a solid business. If you take your business 4 levels deep, you keep asking, who do you know, and taprooting through relationships, guys, that means that now you've created fear of loss for the people above. You've created fear of loss for the people above. Let's say, for example, you were asking the person you're working with, you said, who do you know? Then they introduce you to someone. You ask that person, who do you know? They introduce you to someone else. You asked, who do you know? They introduce you to someone else. You ask now, who do you know? And you now found that superstar on the 4th level. Guys, wouldn't the people above that 4th level person get very, very excited and start to want to work if you now broke a platinum 1000, platinum 2000, platinum 5000 chairman under them? Imagine if you developed a chairman leader under those people above. Would they leave the business? People are leaving the business because you're not building in depth. You're not tap rooting. You're not finding out who do you know, who do you know, who do you know. But when you start going levels deep and you start building leaders below leaders, you start anchoring your business down, you create a lot of fear of loss above. So now you can actually phone the people up that are above in the business and you can say, listen, do you know that you have a platinum 1000 under you on one leg? You just have to do this and this on your other leg and you'd be making this much. Do you know you actually have a platinum 2000 under you on this leg? Do you know if you just did this and this, you'd be earning this much just of your other 2 legs? So guys, a leg is not a leg until you take it 4 levels deep. Also, a business is not a business. You don't know a team. You don't have a team until you've driven it 8 levels deep. You do not have a team until you've driven it 8 levels deep, right? Every time you go 8 levels deep, you're going to find another superstar. Remember, sorry, it's my affirmation alarm. Every time you go 4 levels deep, you find a superstar. So now you're creating another superstar under another superstar. So now you're creating a real business. If you take your business 8 levels deep organically, you're going to create a business that's going to pay you for life. Okay. That business is going to keep paying and paying and paying. And the people above are going to feel fear of missing out, fear of loss. They're not going to want to leave the business because they're always going to feel like they've already got one leg done. They've already got one leg done. So now they're going to be busy trying to get the numbers up on their other 2 legs so they can get paid from the volume that you're creating on this other leg. Now let's talk about the warm market, because remember, this is the market that you want to make sure that you go through. So guys, because you're going to decide to really do this, you want to know what your why is. Okay. You want to know what your why is, right? Now, I want to ask you, what is your why for this business? Okay. What is your why for this business? Why are you doing this business? And I mean your real why. Oh my God, I love that. Her son. I love that. What is your why? Okay. What is your why? What is your why for this business? And I'm talking about, what is your desperate why? What is your desperate why? Someone said love, family. Okay, good. I love this. All right, awesome. So guys, you must have a very strong why. Also, you must have a desperate why. When I say desperate why, your why should make you emotional. Your why should make you emotional. When you think about your why, it should make you want to cry. Okay? Your why should be so strong that you don't even worry about the no's. Like, who cares about people saying no when you need to achieve this why because of people that you love? Because it's actually the people that you love versus the rejection. Who cares about the rejection when you know that if you expose the business to 10 people, one of them is going to sign up, and that's one step closer to you actually being able to do that thing for your family. Okay, so a lot of you guys are saying your family, you're saying people that you love, and so on and so forth. Like, are you sure? Like, let me ask you a question. The activity that you've been putting forth up until now, does that say that you really love the people you say that you're doing this for? Like, the activity that you've been doing on a daily basis to achieve that why, would that tell me that you love these people so much? The activities that you're doing daily. Because you can't say that your son is your why, you can't say that your family is your why, you can't say that it's your parents, but when it comes to doing the work, which every single day is prospecting, is contacting and inviting, is showing the plan, is presenting the business, it's following up. When it comes to doing those things, you're not doing those things. If you really love the people you say that you're doing this for, it's actually them versus the people that you're speaking to on a daily basis. And trust me, every single time you want to choose the people you're doing it for. And remember what we spoke about before. If not you, then who is it going to be? If not you, then who is it going to be? Is there somebody else in your family that's able to do what this opportunity can do for you, that you're now going to be able to be in a position to do these things for the family? Because if not you, then who? It's got to be you. Guys, I want you to do something. Write down the name of 3 people that they need you to do this. Write the names down of 3 people that needs you to take this business seriously. Who are 3 people in your life that without you taking this thing seriously, without you taking this thing to the heights that you can actually take it, without you earning the type of money that you can earn from this type of business, it's never going to happen for them anywhere else. The things that you do for them, if you don't do it for them, if you are not that person, if you don't become him, if you don't become her, it's never going to happen. You're the only one that can do it. Who are those 3 people? Who are those 3 people? Write their names down on paper. Write their names down on paper. Another thing that I want you to do, this is something that I practice. Get pictures of your why. Get pictures of your why. Every single day as you're doing the work, you should have pictures around you of your why. You should be seeing your why. So every time that you're choosing not to make that phone call, you're choosing those people over your why. Get pictures of your why and put it around you. Put your why around you. So if it's your son, have a picture there. When you need to make your calls, you're seeing your son. If it's your parents, have their picture there. When you need to do your prospecting, when you need to do your follow-up calls, have the pictures there, right? If it's members of your family, have the pictures there. And guys, trust me, it will give you the energy. It will give you the energy because you're reminding yourself constantly who you need to do it for. Trust me, you'll make the phone calls. Trust me, you'll show the plan. Also, you need to have pictures of your goals. You can't go where you can't see. You can't go where you can't see. Guys, trust me, there's been days in my business where I didn't want to show the plan. But I was seeing my next rank flyer all the time. Every time, every single day, I'm seeing my next rank flyer and I'm seeing the vision for my team, right? I'm seeing the vision for my team. So I've got the signs all around me. But aside from those signs, aside from the next rank flyer, aside from the 50 chairman's, vision, aside from that, I'm also seeing pictures of my future. Have you put pictures up of your future? Because guys, if you put pictures up of your goals, if you put pictures up of your future, guys, it's going to create the right energy. It's going to create the right excitement. The reason why you're not working hard enough is because you're not seeing your goals. You're not seeing your future. You're not excited. Why are you not excited? You're not seeing the future. Every single day, you need to be seeing the future. Put pictures up. Do you have a picture of the car that you want? You need to have pictures up of your dream car. You need to have pictures up of your dream home. I have pictures up in my home of my dream home. Guys, this was once my dream home, but I now have pictures up in my home of my dream home because there's levels. There's levels. You got to keep constantly expanding the vision. But whilst you're working towards this current vision, you have to have pictures up everywhere that you can see. And it's going to create the right energy. It's going to create the right emotions. It's going to create the right feelings. And if you've been studying, then you know that thoughts become things. Whatever you're constantly thinking about, you're going to become. Whatever you're constantly thinking about, you're going to create. So if every single day you're seeing that future that you want, you're seeing the pictures up of your dream home, you're seeing the pictures up of your dream car, you're seeing the pictures up of the dream vacations, I don't know, maybe the private jets, the yachts, whatever it is that you want, you know, these are some of the things about, but yeah, like every single day you're seeing these pictures, guys, trust me, it's going to excite you. It's going to excite you, you know, like you're going to, like, you're going to need to do stuff and you're looking up, you're like, well, if not this, then what? I need to do this because that you want it, you need it, you know? So put the pictures up. Guys, the truth of the matter is put the pictures up because right now you're not living in your dream home anyway. None of us are living in our dream home. Even if it was once our dream home, guys, every time you get to a level of success, you're stretched. You need to keep stretching yourself. You know, you need to keep raising the bar. There's another level. It's not even another level. There's levels to this life. There's levels and levels to this life. Like the levels, they never finish, you know? Look at Elon Musk. He liked Twitter, he bought Twitter. He liked Twitter, he bought Twitter. I love it, you know? So, I mean, like he likes TikTok, trust me, he's most likely gonna buy TikTok, you know? So listen, guys, really put the pictures up because it doesn't matter if it looks messy, you're not living in your dream home. Put the pictures up of your dream car in your car that you currently drive. It's not your dream car anyway, who cares? So put a picture of your dream car in your car. And also, guys, another thing, this is very important. Do you do dream building? You need to do dream building. Guys, let me know in the chat. Do you do dream building? Yes or no? Do you do dream building? Let me know in the chat. Like, do you do dream building? Okay, good. Of course, I know Joshua does. Of course. I know he does. Let me know in the chat. Okay, good, good. Guys, keep dream building. Someone said, can you explain? Okay, guys, dream building is the things that you want, you need to go and experience the things that you want. Can you guys let me know in the chat, what are some of the things that you want? What are some of the goals that you have? Material goals, you know? So let me know in the chat, even if it's a dream car, whatever it is, let me know in the chat, what are some of the things that you want? Okay, fantastic, a Rolex. Now the person that said they want a Rolex, have you gone to try on a Rolex? You need to go to the store and you need to try on a Rolex. You need to experience wearing a Rolex. Whatever you experience, you believe. Whatever you experience, it increases and intensifies your desire for having it, okay? You can't have a strong desire. You can't have a burning desire for something you've never experienced. It's like, I love food. This is the right team. I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, good. So for example, the person that said, you know, they want a Range Rover, they want a G-Wagon, they want a BMW X4. Guys, do you know, let's say for example, sometimes you ask people, oh, do you want a Bentley? Do you want a Rolls Royce? Do you want a Bugatti? And the people, they'll be like, no, they don't want that. Oh, you know, I'm not this type of person. My mentor said, you only don't want a Rolls Royce, or you only don't want a Bentley, or you only don't want a Bugatti, or these things because you've never experienced it. If you drove a Bugatti, if you drove a Bentley, if you drove a Rolls Royce, you'd want one. And it's true. So if you really want to intensify that burning desire that's necessary for you to be obsessed with the goal and obsessed with putting in the work, you need to put the experiences behind the things that you want. And it's going to intensify that desire in you. And trust me, you're not going to care about the no's. Like, who are these people? Like, it's either they join you or they don't, but we move. You keep it moving because it's either we're going to secure the bag together or I'm going to do it without you and you're going to join eventually, because they're going to join eventually anyway. Just keep working. The more results you keep getting, like, they're going to eventually have to join. But for now, no worries. You keep working, you know, you keep getting other people on board. Okay. So guys, whatever is on your dream board, whatever is on your vision environment, whatever is a goal of yours, I want you to go and experience it. Even if you can't test drive the car, I want you to go to the dealership. I want you to go to the dealership. I want you to sit in the car. I want you to smell the leather. If it's a Rolls Royce, I want you to take off your shoe and rub your feet on the fur on the floor of the Rolls Royce. Like, I want you to go and put the experiences behind everything that you want. It's going to make you do the work. Because guys, some of you on this call right now, there's some cars that you drive that you're not proud of. There's some cars that you're driving right now that you're not proud of. Do you know the fastest way to get into your dream car? Drive that car that you drive right now to the dealership, right? To the dealership of your dream car, park it outside, go inside, sit in the dream car, hold the steering wheel, smell the leather. Make sure you take some pictures as well, because you want to print the pictures out and put them up in your environment, right? And just get that experience. If you can test drive the cars as well, get the test drive. That again will, because I mean, once you drive that car, when you get back into your current car, you're going to feel so crappy about, you're not even going to want to get into it. You're not even going to want to get in the car that you drive right now. Okay. So the way to get to your goals faster is put the experiences behind them, and it's going to intensify your desire. It's going to make you give up those silly excuses that you're making. You're watching other normal, average people like yourself become 6-figure earners, 7-figure earners, 8-figure earners, people like myself who are nothing special, just regular people come in here, make the money, and you're watching us and you're not doing, because you haven't created that intense burning desire. Okay. So make sure you put the pictures up every day. You're doing the work. You're just excited. When you're doing a presentation, you don't feel like doing it, but you know, I don't know who might be on this presentation. You know, sometimes there's just that one person on the presentation that you really need, that one person that could go chairman. So maybe you're not in the mood to really do the presentation, but you're looking up at your next rank flyer. You're looking up, you know, at all the goals that you have, like the lifestyle that you want, and it's giving you the energy. Now you're doing that presentation the best of your ability because you want to close, because you don't know who could be on that call, and you don't know what kind of superstar they could become in your business. So every time you're showing the plan, you're showing it with the right energy. Even if there's like just few people on the presentation, you're still doing it with the right energy, because you know that you don't know who that person might be, and you need to make sure that you get that car. That one person could come in, they could bring in 100 people, they could bring in 250 people, that person could go chairman, really blow up that leg that you need, and boom, you know. So it's like, yeah, just put the pictures up. All right, now let's talk about the bull market. So we've spoken about the why. Make sure you have a very, very strong why. And also as well, guys, you know, some people, for me, one of my motivations as well was shame, you know, and some of you might be able to relate with this. Like, one of my motivations to really make something of myself was shame. I was embarrassed, you know, because let's say, for example, I don't have a university degree. I don't have much going for me outside of, you know, let's say, for instance, like this industry. So it was really necessary and crucial for me to make something of myself and for me to make money, because I wasn't valuable anywhere else. So the shame of working in retail for the rest of my life was something I wasn't willing. I wasn't okay with that to happen. So what is it in your life right now that you'd be ashamed to stay in that kind of position? You know, you'd be ashamed if that was how you turned out. I was ashamed at the thought of, oh my God, me, like a sales assistant at the age of 60, 70. It's also fear. What are you scared of? I was so scared of being broke my whole life. I was so scared of being a nobody my whole life. Like, I was terrified. I was scared of, like, guys, what do you fear? What are you scared of? You know, what are you scared of? So there's nothing wrong with allowing shame and allowing fear to drive you. Trust me, they drove me. They drove me. I wasn't okay with being basic. I wasn't okay with being average. I wasn't okay with being normal. I wasn't okay with keep showing up to that same dead job until I die. Like, I wasn't okay with it. Now, next thing, you need to set a rank goal. You need to set a rank goal. If you are completely unranked, for example, set a rank goal for Platinum 1000 in the next 30 days. In fact, I want to see, guys, who on this call, you don't yet have a rank? Let me know on the chat. Who on this call, you don't yet have a rank? Let me know who on the call, you don't yet have a rank, so I can see who. Okay, good. All right, good. Okay, good. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, good. Good. Okay. All right. So Guys, if you don't yet have a rank, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. If you do not yet have a rank, I want you to set yourself the target. Okay, I want you to set yourself a goal. The goal is Platinum 1000 by the next 30 days. Okay, Platinum 1000 by the next 30 days. Okay, so that's the goal that we're gonna set. If you're unranked on the call right now, we're gonna set a goal, because the truth of the matter is Platinum 1000 is a 30-day game plan. It's a 30-day game plan. So I want you to set yourself a goal, Platinum 1000 by the next 30 days. So right now it's the 28th of April. So I want you to write the goal like this. I am so happy and grateful now that I am a Platinum 1000 by May 28th, 2022. I am so happy and grateful now that I am a Platinum 1000 by May 28th, 2022. What I want you to write it like that, because whatever you put after I am, it happens. I am is creative words. So whatever you say after I am, it actually happens, okay? Whatever you put after I am, it actually happens. So, and aside from that, so write it like that. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm a Platinum 1000, right? By May 28th, 2022, I want you to take this goal very seriously. Now, here's what you need to do. I want you to reach out to your leader, and I want you to ask your leader to help you create your Platinum 1000 flyer, because I want them to help you manifest it. So reach out to your leader and ask them to help you create your Platinum 1000 flyer. Guys, whatever you're seeing, you're thinking about. Thoughts become things. Whatever you're thinking about all the time, you're going to be obsessed with and you're going to become. So if you're seeing yourself as a Platinum 1000, trust me, you're going to become a Platinum 1000. Imagine every single day seeing yourself as a Platinum 1000. Every single day, wishing, dreaming, hoping, working towards that flyer dropping. You want the world to see that flyer. You can't wait till that flyer drops. So get your leader to help you create your Platinum 1000 flyer, so every single day you're seeing it. And if you can, print out a couple of the flyers, like maybe print out like 10 and put it everywhere in your house that you can see. Have one in the bathroom, have one in the kitchen, maybe on the fridge, have one on your bathroom mirror, have one on your dressing table mirror, have one like if you can, print out 10. So now it's like you're seeing it all the time. And if you're seeing it all the time, you're so obsessed with it. Thoughts become things. Whatever you think about all the time, you become, okay? Now, also, affirmations. Affirmations. Every single day, I want you to actually read this goal aloud multiple times. I want you to read this goal aloud multiple times. Faith comes by hearing. Faith comes by hearing. Whatever you're hearing over and over and over and over again is going to form your belief system. So now you're hearing this goal all the time. So now you become. Whatever you're hearing all the time, it creates your belief system. The belief system that we have today about the things that we have these beliefs about is because we kept hearing them all the time. So if you want to create a belief around going Platinum 1000, you've just got to speak it multiple times per day. You've just got to be hearing it multiple times per day. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a Platinum 1000 by May 28th, 2022. Every single day, multiple times per day, you're speaking it over and over again, repeatedly. Guys, whatever you celebrate, you attract. Whatever you celebrate, you attract. If you can celebrate yourself as a Platinum 1000 right now, it's going to already be done. What you want to do is you really want to celebrate yourself every single day. Carve out some time for celebration. Carve out maybe 15 minutes in the morning where you celebrate yourself as a Platinum 1000. You celebrate yourself as a Platinum 1000. Put that music on. Put that celebration music on. You start dancing. You start celebrating. You start speaking the affirmation. Guys, if you can start to feel, listen, gratitude is the seed for more. Start being grateful for Platinum 1000 now and watch how fast you get there, okay? Whatever you celebrate, you attract. Whatever you hate on, you repel. Whatever you hate on, you repel. So whatever rank you're working towards, never ever hate on another individual that is there, right? That is there, or it's actually going to repel that result from you. Okay. So guys, celebrate every single day. Put that music on, be speaking it. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am, and be dancing, moving. Guys, honestly, it will be done in no time. You'll be surprised. Now, what's next? Okay, good. Okay, so if you are a Platinum 1000 and above, set a goal or a deadline for your next rank. If you are Platinum 1000, these are servant leadership positions. You will rise by lifting others. Every week, you must have a list of projects, people you'll be working with and developing towards their next rank, a list of weekly projects, okay? So for example, if you're on the call right now and you are a leader, so I would say a leader, let's say if you're a Platinum 1000, Platinum 2000, Platinum 5000 or above, any of those type of leadership positions, every single week, like as a leader, your job is to serve. Service to many leads to greatness. The person that serves the most people earns the most money. Okay, like these leadership positions, you just serve more. The more you serve, the more you make. Okay, so as a leader, every single week, if you're P1 and above, by the way, every single week you should have P150 projects. You should have a list of projects. So you should have your projects mapped out before the week begins. P150 projects, P600 projects, P1000 projects, P2000 projects, right? You should know exactly what those people that you're working with, what they need to close their next position, what they need to close their next rank. And you should know exactly who you're working with. Because as a leader, the number one job of a leader is to identify and develop new potential leaders. The number one job of a leader is to identify and develop new potential leaders. So every single week, that leader that's P1 and above has a list of projects. P150 projects, P600 projects, P1000 projects, and so on and so forth. How far is this person from their next rank? I don't know if you guys do this as well, but we do this. We actually have the logins of our team, and we actually spend more time on our team's back office than we do on our own. So when we're working with someone, we're in their back office. We're able to see everything. We know exactly what they need. So if you don't do that, I would say definitely adopt that. Anyone in your team that you're working with, you want to make sure that you're in their back office. Get their login. We have the logins of everybody that we're working with, and we are in their back office. We're seeing everything. We know exactly what's needed. How many does this one need to go? P150, P600, P1000, P2000, and so on and so forth. So be on their back office more than you're on your own. Guys, if you take care of somebody else's back office, it will take care of your own. You take care of somebody else's rank, it will take care of your own. Do you know why people derank? People derank because they don't create these projects. Okay, they don't develop other people. Guys, do you know that the right way to be a Platinum 1000 is to have 2 solid Platinum 600s? Do you know? Because okay, so for example, if you want to be like, you could be the type of person that you're a Platinum 1000 because you're such a good recruiter that you've recruited 30 people and you're a Platinum 1000, fantastic. But trust me, you're going to be in trouble because those people are going to always be falling off. There's going to always be people falling off when you're just, when you recruit people, but you don't develop them. Now, if you're a leader that is into people development, imagine if the 7 skills that you've mastered, that you know it very well and you practice every single day, you now teach this and you do this with 2 other people and you develop 2 solid Platinum 600s. Do you know you have a solid Platinum 1000 rank? If you develop 2 solid Platinum 600s under you on 2 separate legs, you're a solid Platinum 1000. Why? Because you're not the only person that cares about the volume on a Monday. The reason why you keep deranking is because you're the only person that cares about the volume. You're a P1000 that is only a P1000 from personal recruits, which is fine, but you haven't now bothered to develop leaders, okay? So if you do go P1000 that way, which is fantastic, it's amazing, honestly. Now you want to identify new potential leaders, right? You want to identify, who can I develop? Who can I teach what I know? Who can I teach this business to? Who can I do this business with? And you now develop 2 solid platinum 600s. Guys, do you know that when you develop leaders under you, those are people that protect the volume? They protect the volume. So you're a P1000, you got a P600 on one leg, a P600 on another leg. When a Monday comes around, guess what? Those two P600s, they want to make sure they always have 12 people so they can get paid as P600. If you're a platinum 2000, a solid one, you most likely have 2 solid platinum 1000s on 2 separate legs. So now on a Monday, you're not the only person looking to maintain the 75 people. No, you have 2 people that want to make sure that they actually have 30 customers in their business so they can get paid for P1000 on that Monday. So don't just be someone that's just sponsoring people. You want to be someone that teaches the business to others. Create duplication, right? Develop leaders. Because guys, when you develop leaders, that's when you really have a business. Otherwise, it's going to be an emotional roller coaster in the back office, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And you're going to be so frustrated. But when you develop other people that can do what you can do, and they care about that paycheck, you know, on a Monday, they're going to make sure that they maintain what they need to maintain so that, you know, they get paid at that level on a Monday, you know. So definitely do that. So yeah, guys, every single week, projects. Who am I taking to P150 this week? Who am I taking to P600 this week? Who am I taking to P1000 this week? Who am I taking to P2000 this week? You know, and of course, as a leader, if you have some, let's say for instance, like if you have someone in your team that maybe they're a few people away to closing out the next rank, as a leader, get it done. Even if you have to, like, you know, you're taproot in that person, yes, of course. But at the same time, if you're getting, you know, some signups, you can actually place some below that person to help them get that promotion, you know, because it's great for the person, but it's great for you as well. Because you definitely want to be a leader that's producing, you know, you want to be a leader that's producing. Now, what's next? Okay. All right, so how to actually go platinum 1000. Now, how to go platinum 1000. So for those of you that are on the call that your goal in the next 30 days, you're going to get platinum 1000 done. Honestly, I believe you guys are going to do it. I mean, it's just 30 customers, like literally. So how are we going to do it? So this is how to go platinum 1000. How to go platinum 1000. You need to personally sponsor, or let me use simpler terms. You need to personally sign up 12 to 15 personal customers. Personally sign up 12 to 15 personal customers. Personally sign up 12 to 15, how to go platinum 1000. Personally sign up 12 to 15 personal customers. Now, out of the 12 to 15 personal customers that you sign up, identify 3 to 4 of these individuals that have the potential to become platinum 150s. Personally sign up 12 to 15 personal customers, identify 3 to 4 with the potential of becoming platinum 150s, right? And work with them to get platinum 150 done. So platinum 1000 is someone that has 30 customers. Platinum 150 is someone that brings 3 people into the business, okay? So you personally sign up 12 to 15 personal customers. Out of the 12 to 15 personal customers, identify 3 to 4 with the potential of becoming platinum 150s, help them get platinum 150 done. Maybe you set up meetings for them where you're exposing the information to their people and you help them get platinum 150 done. You will be a platinum 1000. This is how you're going to get platinum 1000 done in the next 30 days. And don't forget, make sure you work out how much you're going to be able to earn. If you sign up 12 to 15 personal customers, how much are you going to make in fast start bonus? So there's money in it for you, you know, there's money in it for you. And of course that will take you to platinum 600, but obviously that's not the goal. The goal is platinum 1000, but it's nice. You're going to be able to pass through platinum 600 and make that money in the meantime as well. So now, how are you going to do this? Like, how are you going to do this? Okay, So, have you created your list? In this business, people are our capital. You need a names database. This is a multi-million euro opportunity. So there's this thing. I'm gonna send it to Arla and she will share it. I think maybe you guys already use it. I'm not 100% sure. So I'll send it to Arla. Okay, so I've sent it to Arla. Some of you guys may already know it already. You probably already use it, but it's called the Ultimate Memory Jogger. Okay, it's called the Ultimate Memory Jogger. Now, some people are always like, because guys, let me tell you, this business is a numbers game. It's not about talent. When you look at the chairmans, guys, please, we're not the most talented people. Honestly, we're not. We're nobody special. That's the real truth of it. Okay. We're just good at going through the numbers. We're just good at going through the numbers. Okay. So this business is a numbers game. How are you going to be able to get the 12 to 15 personal signups that you need for your Platinum 1000 promotion? Here is how you're going to do it. Guys, it's a game of numbers. Here are what the numbers are. Out of every 10 people that you show a presentation to, you can expect that one of them will join the business. Out of every 10 people that you show a presentation to, you can expect that one of them is going to join the business. So if you know that out of every 10, one is going to join the business, that means that in order for you to get your 12 to 15 personal signups, you ideally want to create a list of 150 to 200 names of people that you know. You ideally want to create a names list of 150 to 200 people that you know, okay? Some of you are going to tell me, oh, I don't know 150 to 200 people. I only know 9 people. I only know 5 people. I can only think of 3 people. No worries. I've got you covered. Make sure you use the memory jogger. Okay. So, Arlette, if you can go ahead and share the memory jogger with these guys, if they don't have it already, share the memory jogger. Guys, what you want to do, use the memory jogger to jog your memory and remind yourself of, thank you, babe, of everyone that you know, right? Remind yourself of everyone that you know. So as you read through the different categories, write down the names of everyone that you can think of, okay? So as you're going through that memory jogger, write down the name of every single person that comes to mind. Trust me, you end up with a list of 150 to 200 people. You'll end up with a list of 150 to 200 people, because remember, you've told me you've got a real reason why you want to do this business. You've got a real reason why you want to do this business. You've got a real why. So now it's time to really do the business the right way. And every single leader that has, gone chairman, we all did this. We all created the list. We all exhausted our warm market. Okay, so create a list. I love you too, babe. Create a list. Guys, I love Arnett so much. She's such an amazing young lady. Oh, she's definitely a chairman. Oh, can't wait to see her on stage in Dubai. Okay, good. So guys, you want to create a list of 150 to 200 names. The memory jogger will help you. Use it, use it, use it, use it, okay? You'll be surprised at some of the names that you put down on that list. Now, once you've created that names list of 150 to 200 names, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do next. There's a method to the madness. You want to now expose that list, blitz that list very, very fast. Now, let me tell you something, because I know a lot of people, they want to avoid the warm market because a lot of people don't want to talk to the people that they know. Guys, let me tell you the truth. The warm market is just for practice. It's literally just for practice. It's not where you're going to make the big money, but I want you to practice on your warm market. Why? Because the cold market and the hot market is where you're going to make the huge fortunes. But the warm market, you making this list of 150 to 200 names, or if you know more, write more down, right? Because the more you expose, the more money there is for you, right? So the reason why you want to go through the warm market is it's really for practice. Most people don't make huge fortunes from their warm market. I have a young lady, she's a sister of mine in this business, in my team, one of my mentees, and she's a chairman 50. Now she's fortunate enough to have introduced her blood sister that lives in the same house that also went Chairman 50 as well. She introduced another friend of hers that started with her that went Chairman 10 as well, right? Now that's not normal. Most people don't introduce their warm market and have their warm market, have their family member, have their friends go chairman. It's one of the more rare cases. Majority of people don't have massive success in their warm market. My entire organization now is people that I didn't know, okay? It's people that I didn't know. But I did start with my warm market. So the warm market is for practice. Let me tell you what you're practicing for. You're practicing for when you meet with those chairmen. Guys, do you understand? If I never practiced on my warm market, if I never practiced contacting and inviting, which is what the warm market is, because you build that list of 150 to 200 names, now you want to contact and invite those people to an exposure. You want to invite them to take a look at the opportunity. If I didn't do that, if I didn't learn how to build relationships, build rapport, be a people person, if I didn't learn how to communicate and all of that good stuff, when I now met with the Sylvia IOs and the Stefania IOs, I wouldn't have been equipped or ready to work with people like that. So I want you to stop, worrying about your warm market and be like, oh my gosh, I already want to talk to this person. Oh my gosh, they're not going to be guys. Practice on them, because if you don't practice on them, you're going to miss out on millions. Because the people that you're phoning them up. Yes, you want to expose them to the business, but at the same time, you're sharpening your skills. You're getting good at inviting. You're getting good at contacting people. You're getting good at building rapport. You're getting good at relationships. You're getting good at communicating. So that when you're now in the cold market speaking to strangers, you know exactly what works. You know exactly how to be a people person. You know exactly how to communicate. So guys, what if you approached your warm market like you just wanted to practice on them? You just wanted to get good at the necessary skills that is required for you to be a chairman. You didn't want to lose out on the chairmans that you're going to identify and find in your cold market and your hot market, because you wasn't prepared. You didn't know how to speak to people the right way, so you lost them. You didn't know how to do presentations because you didn't practice all of that good stuff on your warm market. So yes, that warm market list, yes, we want people to sign up. We want people to join. And yes, people are going to sign up. People are going to join from the warm market, 100%. But they might not turn out to be a superstar, the friends, the family, those type of people. They might not. But at the end of the day, by the time you've done blitzing that warm market, you are an absolute beast when it comes to speaking to people, when it comes to picking up that phone and contacting and inviting people, when it comes to having a conversation, you know exactly what to say, because you've had so many conversations with the people on that list that you now know what to say and what not to say. You know what works. You've come across every single objection possible, right? You've come across every single objection possible already, okay? So next. Now, PS3, I think this is probably one of my favorite things about this business is definitely, PS3 is definitely one of my favorite things. Very, very important. Hang on a minute, guys. 2 seconds. Very, very important. Okay, now this is very important, guys. Very, very important. So PS3, guys, is definitely is crucial. Like, this is something that is so repetitive. This is something that you never stop doing it. Like, you never stop doing this. This is how you build chairmanships. This is how you build business. Like, PS3, PS3. Like, this is how you work with a person. So PS3, this is what you're going to use to exhaust that list. And by the way, guys, you want to blitz the list fast. You want to get through that list fast. Like, you don't want to spend too long on this warm market. We've already identified we're not going to be making big bucks with these warm market folks. But we got to call them, because we got to perfect the skills for our million our multi-million euro business, and we don't want to practice on our gold contacts, which is the cold market and the hot market. We want to make sure we're getting the practice in with those warm market folk. If they join, fantastic, this will be great. If they don't, no worries, but at least you're getting better and better at the skills that's needed for you to dominate in the cold market and the hot market. Okay. All right. So now PS3, what is it? PS3 is what you are going to use to effectively expose your warm market list of prospects to the opportunity. So what does P stand for? P stands for peak interest. Peak interest. Okay. Now, peak interest is another way of saying 1 minute scripted invitation. 1 minute scripted invitation. So this is where you use a 1 minute simple invitation to invite a prospect to see a presentation. Now, I'm sure there's presentations happening every day, you know, in different formats, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's in person, you know, so that's where you use a simple 1 minute scripted invitation to invite someone to see the presentation. So you're inviting someone from your list. You want to spend 1 minute on the phone with 100 people, not 100 minutes with one person. You want to spend 1 minute on the phone with 100 people, not 100 minutes with one person. So P stands for peak interest. Use a simple 1 minute scripted invitation to blitz that list. Phone everybody on the list as fast as you can. Get them onto presentations or get them in presentations, okay? Now, the S stands for show the plan. Show the plan, okay? So the S stands for show the plan. So this is where your prospect watches a presentation. Your prospect watches a presentation. But if you are unranked right now, the presentation shouldn't be coming from you. If you're a P150 right now, the presentation shouldn't be coming from you. If you're a Platinum 600 right now, the presentation shouldn't be coming from you. This is where your prospect is seeing the presentation from someone more successful, somebody that has more results, okay? So your prospect watches a presentation, whether it's on Zoom or it's in person, wherever it is. Now the 3, oh my goodness, the 3 is the most important. I feel like a lot of people skip it, but it's crucial if you really want massive success in this business. The 3 stands for 3-way phone calls. The person that's doing the most 3-way phone calls with their mentors is making the most money and is learning the business the most. The person that's doing the most 3-way phone calls with their leader is making the most money and is getting the most people started in their business and is learning the business the most. 3-way phone calls are where you now connect your prospect onto a phone call with your mentor or leader or coach, and your mentor, leader, or coach, because you've edified them, they are now the ones, you put yourself on mute, and they're now the ones that's gonna close your prospect for you. But you're learning the close, you're mastering the art of closing because you're hearing them do it. So you don't have to figure out how to close. No, you've learned it through this 3-way process. Now you're the one being edified and you're now doing the 3 ways and you're closing prospects for your team. Okay, so now let's talk about the P. Let's talk about the P. Let me see here. Hold on. Okay, and also another thing. All right, so guys, let's talk about the P. So as I said, the P is peaking interest. It's a simple 1 minute scripted invitation. Now, I want to talk about the core ingredients of the perfect invite, okay? The core ingredients of the perfect invitation, okay? So when you're inviting, you want to make sure that you're in, and by the way, I'm talking about this list. Remember, we've created the list. We've decided we're going to go pro at this business. You know, chairman is the goal. Like, you've decided that you want to do this for everybody that you want to do it for. And, you know, you want to become a somebody. You want to, you know, like, it's time to live your best life, right? So now you've created this list. Now you want to start blitzing that list fast, okay? You want to start contacting and inviting those individuals to see the presentation in some capacity, very, very fast, okay? Now, remember, when you're approaching the warm market list, you want to use a scripted invitation. I don't mean for the cold market. This is just solely for the warm market. Solely for the warm market, you want to use a simple 1-minute scripted invitation. Now, when you're making that invitation, remember, it should just be 1 minute, just 1 minute. Okay. And it should be over the phone. It has to be a phone call. Never ever message anybody, especially if right now you don't have a rank in the business. You don't want to be messaging anyone. You want to make sure you pick up the phone and you have just a 1-minute scripted invite. Because when you invite, because why you want to phone them as well is because they need to hear your excitement. They need to hear your excitement. And also you need to value your time. Do you know that when you message someone, they're now going to be going back and forth with you, asking you a ton of questions that you don't even know how to answer, or you don't want to answer, right? But when you pick up the phone and you give them urgency and you give them excitement, in 1 minute, that phone call is done and you know if they're coming to the presentation or if they're not, okay? So make sure you phone them. And also you want the person to feel valued. If you message them, it doesn't make them feel valued. And also you want them to take it serious. You want them to feel like it's very, very important. When you message, it doesn't convey that it's important. But when you phone, it conveys that it's very, very important. Think about it like this. If something happened to one of your family members, God forbid, I'm not saying this, but yeah, let's say this is how you got to treat the business, very serious, right? So if something happened to one of your family members, would you phone the other family member to let them know, or would you send them a message? Would you send them a text? If it's serious, you're going to phone. That's the same seriousness you got to treat picking up the phone with, okay? So pick up the phone is a simple 1-minute scripted invitation. When you pick up the phone, you want to be very, very excited. They need to hear the excitement in your voice. Your excitement is going to get them excited. If you pick up the phone and you sound, like your energy is low, you sound bored, tired, like that's not very enticing. Why should I come and take a look? Like, why should I come and take a look? Like, you're not even excited about it. Why should I get excited about it? So you want to make sure that you're very, very, very excited. They need to be able to hear the excitement in your voice. Your excitement is going to get them excited. It's going to rub off on them. And that's perfect. You also want to be in a hurry. You want to be in a hurry, okay? You want to let them know that you're in a hurry. You don't have too long to talk. You only have a moment. You only had a moment to call them real quick. Maybe you're about to step into a meeting. Maybe there's something you're about to do. Why do you want to tell them that you're in a rush? Why do you want to tell them that you're busy? You need to establish from the beginning of that phone call that you're very, very busy. You're in a hurry. Why? Because you don't want them asking you 10,000 questions you can't answer. You don't want him asking you 10,000 questions that you can't answer. So you want to be very, very, you want to let them know, oh my gosh, I only had a moment to call you real quick. I'm literally just about to step into a meeting, but I had a minute to call you real quick. You want to also make sure that you clear. And by the way, so now if they start asking you questions, oh, remember I told you, like I'm literally about to step into a meeting. I really wish I could go through all the details right now, but that's why I'm letting you know about the call, because you're actually going to be able to see everything. And to be honest, it's actually 90% visual information anyway. So it's better that you see it. Do you know what I mean? So now you're able to double back, right? Because you already told them that you were very busy. So you don't have all that time for all these questions because you already said, I'm very, very busy. I'm about to step into a meeting. I only had a minute to call you real quick. You want to make sure you clear their schedule. Find out if they're definitely going to be free at the time of the presentation, okay? So you want to have 2 times in mind that they're going to be likely to be free. You want to have 2 times in mind that they could potentially be free. So I don't know, maybe you have like 2 presentations happening a day or something. So maybe you ask them if they're going to be free at, let's say 7 p.m. If they're not going to be free at 7 p.m., maybe you have another time, another day that you know that they might potentially be free. So you keep both times in mind. You don't want to tell them what it's about until they've given you the confirmation that they can definitely be free. You don't want to tell them what it's about until they've given you the go ahead that they're definitely 100% going to be free. And also, guys, so clear their schedule. Tell me, can you be free this evening at 7 p.m.? Tell me, can you be free this evening at 7 p.m.? They're going to ask you, what is it about? Listen, it's about making money. Listen, it's about making money. Tell me, can you be free at 7 p.m. or not? I don't have much time, but I know that you're about your money. So that's why I called you. Can you be free at 7 p.m. or not? If it's going to be a Zoom call, don't worry. You don't even have to leave your house, right? Now, you also want to create value for the opportunity. Guys, use exclusivity. Don't make it seem like it's something that happens all the time. Of course, we know presentations are happening every single day, but don't let them feel like they have the option of maybe they attend, they can choose if they want to attend one today or tomorrow or the day after or day. No, like this literally never happens. This literally never happens. Make it sound exclusive, right? Make it sound like a rare opportunity. I mean, you know that it's happening multiple times a day, it's happening every single day, but they don't need to know that. They need to value the opportunity and they need to value the presenter. Make sure you give the prospect a sincere compliment. There must be a sincere compliment in there. People like to do business with people that they like and that they trust. When you provide a sincere compliment, they will be much more agreeable to whatever you have to tell them. You've always been one of my more business-minded friends. You know, I've always liked the way that you carry yourself when it pertains to, give them a sincere compliment, something that they know to be true about themselves, but it's also going to say why they're a good fit for the opportunity, why they'll be a good fit for this business. Okay, so sincere. And one of the most important things in this invite, edification. Edify the person that's going to be presenting the information. Edify the person that's going to be presenting the information. Speak highly about the person that's going to be presenting the information. Build the respect and the credibility of the presenter. If you don't do that, do not blame the presenter for not closing your people. It's not their fault. You did not let your prospect know who they were. You did not let your prospect know who they were, right? When you build the respect and the credibility of the presenter, now when the person gets on the call, they respect what the person has to say. They respect what the presenter has to say. They trust what the presenter has to say. But when you didn't build the respect and the credibility of the presenter, now they're on the presentation questioning who the person is and questioning everything the person is saying. And then now your guest come off the off the call, the guest doesn't want to join the business, and you're wondering why. You're blaming your upline, you're blaming the coach, you're blaming your mentor. It's not their fault. You did not edify them. They're not a miracle worker. They can't work a miracle. Your job is to edify them, build their respect up and build their credibility so that when the prospect gets on the phone, on the presentation, the prospect will respect what it is that they're saying, okay? The prospect won't be questioning everything that they're saying because there's trust between you and the prospect. There's trust between you and the prospect, but there's no respect. So now to bridge the gap of respect, which you don't, because they don't respect you as a business person. The warm market contact, whether it's a family, it's a friend, someone you know, they trust you, but they don't respect you as a business person. So you need to edify somebody else that you can take the attention off of yourself, put the attention on that person. Now they're going to respect that person. So you have the trust, the presenter has the respect. Now you have the winning combination for the ability to be able to close. And you also want to what's the next thing? You also want to add value and take it away. Add value and take it away. Guys, so for example, let them know that I was told that I could only invite the 5 most ambitious people that I know. I've already given 4 of the spaces away though. I'm literally down to the last one. Let me know, do you want that final space or should I give it to somebody else? Because I actually know so many of you guys that are really looking to make more money. So add the value and then take it right back. So now when they find out that you could actually give it away to somebody else, they're going to say, no, I'll take it. Do you get what I mean? So those are the key ingredients when making your invite, how you want to actually do it. Okay. How you actually want to do it. So to be honest, let me actually do an example. Does anybody want to be my volunteer? Like for me to invite you to maybe a Zoom call so I can just show. Amara said me. Okay. Let me use Amara. Okay, Amara, you can go ahead and unmute.
It was good.
Hello.
It was good.
Hi, how are you?
Should I pin my camera? Should I put my camera on? Yeah. Right.
Come on, let's go. Let's do role play. And then let me actually go ahead and spotlight you as well.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Let's go. Awesome. I love the shades. I love it. Oh, good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to invite you to a Zoom call, okay? By using the key ingredients, okay?
Okay, let's go.
All right, awesome. So, ring, ring. Hey, Amara, how are you?
Nice. What about you? How are you?
I'm really good. Listen, Amara, I don't have too long to talk. I'm literally just about to step into a meeting, but I had a minute to call you real quick. Tell me, can you be free this evening at 7 p.m.?
I might. Why?
No, you need to tell me that you can definitely be free. Trust me, you wouldn't want to miss this. It's about making money.
Oh, make money?
Yes. So
Is
can
that
you
going
be
to-
free or not? Remember, I don't have too much time right now. I'm going into a meeting, but I had a minute to call you real quick. Tell me, can you be free at 7 or not?
Yeah, I can take time, but what is it about?
You need to clear your schedule for this. Trust me, you'd want to clear your schedule for this. Yes or no? Can you be free?
You're putting me on some pressure. Okay, yes, I'll take time.
Yeah. Oh my God. Listen, it's worth it anyway. Listen, I got lucky. I connected with one of the top business women in London. I mean, this lady is making a lot of money. You know, it's crazy. She's so inspiring, you know, and you say like, or actually, let me use Germany as an example. Let's go back.
Okay. No problem. Let's go.
Let's go back because we're actually doing Germany right now. So, ring. Hey, Amara, how are you?
Fine. You? How are you?
I'm really good. Listen, I'm really busy at the moment. I'm just about to step into a meeting, but I have a moment to call you real quick. Tell me, Amara, can you be free this evening at 7?
I might go out or watch Netflix. Why?
No! Can you cancel whatever you're doing? Trust me, listen, this is about making money. You'd want to be free for this.
About making money?
Yes, and don't worry, you don't even have to leave your house.
Is that some criminal shit or
No, legit.
Okay, great. Okay, what is it about?
Can you be free? You need to tell me you can definitely be free.
I might take time, but what is it about?
You know what? You don't really sound like you want to make money. I feel like I'm gonna have to probably give this to somebody else.
No. Okay.
Amara, do you want to make money or you don't?
Yes, I will.
Okay, good. So you can be free at 7, right?
Okay, 7 p.m., right?
Yes. You don't have to leave the house.
Okay, 7 p.m. I will take time.
Okay, listen, I got lucky. I literally started working with one of the top entrepreneurs in Germany. I don't even know how it happened. I just got lucky, right? But listen, this guy is so inspiring. Like he makes type of money that he makes is insane, you know. But for me,
Yeah.
for the people that he's helped a lot of people do it, you know. He literally never does this, but this evening he's actually hosting a special Zoom call because so many people have actually asked him to do it because it's crazy what he's doing. Like he's making crazy money online. So many people have actually asked him to do it. So this evening he's actually doing an exclusive Zoom call where he's going to be teaching how he does it. He's literally going to be telling his story and teaching how he does it. Anyway, the only thing is I've only been given the opportunity to only invite the 5 most ambitious people that I know. Fortunately for you, though, you're one of the first people that came to my mind. The only thing is, though, I've already given 4 of the spaces away. I'm literally down to my last one. So let me know, do you want the final space or should I find somebody else? Because I know so many of you guys that are really looking to earn more money.
You only have 1 space left?
1 space left. Do you want it or should I give it to somebody else?
Oh, you're going to give it to me, right?
Okay, good. Well, listen, I have to go. As I said, I'm needed in a meeting right now. I don't even know how I even took the time to call you right now, but I had to call you anyway. So I'm going to send you the link. Make sure you join the call on time because they only gave me 5 slots and I've given you 1 of them. So make sure you're on the call on time. I'm going to be free after the call anyways. I'll phone you after the call and we'll catch up, okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right, good.
Okay, let's go.
If I invited you like that, how would you feel?
In the first point, I'll be feeling pressure. But then I thought about it and you make me feel special for me being the last person you give the invitation to. So I decided, okay, I need to take the opportunity before someone else get it. Yeah, humans are humans are greedy. They want to have the space.
Fear of missing out. So you want to definitely always put the fear of missing out in there. 100%.
That's right.
Yeah. So guys, just make sure when you're doing your invites, you're using all the key ingredients. So thank you, Amara.
No problem. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you so much. All right. So guys, does anybody else want to volunteer? Does anybody else want to role play? We'll do one more. Maro said me. All right. Let's do Maro. So Maro, go ahead and unmute. Go ahead and unmute. Let's do it.
Yeah, what's up?
Hello. Let me go. Put your video so I can spotlight you. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Okay, good. All right, let's do this. Ring, ring. Hey, Maro, how are you?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Katrina? I'm good. And what about you?
I'm good. Listen, I don't have too long to talk. I'm literally just about to step into a meeting, but I had a minute to pull you real quick. Maro, tell me, can you be free this evening at 7 p.m.?
I don't know about that because I'm out with my friends, you know?
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Can you cancel? Like, can you actually cancel? This is not urgent, trust me. Are you going to be making money while you're out with them?
Okay, what is the reason? Why should I cancel?
Are you going to be making money while you're out with them?
Nah.
Listen,
I won't. We're just going to chill. We're just going to go outside and chill.
Money, or do you want to hang out with those guys that you're always hanging out with every day?
Again?
This is about making money. Like, do you want to make money or do you want to chill with those guys that are always going to be there? Because this opportunity, it ain't going to be here, but they're going to be there.
Okay. Now, money, I think money sounds much better. Money sounds much better.
Of course. So tell me that you can 100% be free at 7 because, like, there's a lot of people that I could have called, but I called you first.
Okay. So, at 7, I can make time, but what is it about?
Listen, it's about making money. I don't know how this happened, but I literally got lucky. I got connected with one of the top business people in Germany. I mean, this guy is so inspiring. He's young. He's making a lot of money. He's helping a lot of people make a lot of money. And literally, you know, he literally never does this. But this evening, he's actually doing a special Zoom call where he's going to be teaching how he's done it. Like, he's going to be telling the story. He's going to be teaching how he does it. And I've got the opportunity to actually just, you know, invite 5 of the most ambitious people that I know to the call. Obviously, I've already given 4 of the spaces away. I'm down to my last one. And I thought of you because when it comes to business, I know how your mind works. And I think it's brilliant. So let me know, do you want that last day or should I phone somebody else?
Okay, nah. I want it. Don't call anybody else. I want it.
Okay, good. Listen, I have to go anyway, so because I'm needed in the meeting, but I'll send you the link now. Make sure you get on the call on time. Don't let me down because I'm literally you out of everybody that I know. So make sure you join on time. I'll be free after the call and I'll phone you after the call and we'll catch up after the call, okay?
Okay. I will. Thank you so much.
Good. So yeah, I mean, so if you just you can do it in your own way, like do it in your own way, but add the key ingredients. Make sure you use excitement, urgency, clear their schedule. Make sure they're definitely going to be free. The reason why you want to make sure that they're definitely going to be free, you don't want to invite them and then they tell you afterwards that they're not going to be free, and then you have to try. Then now all of a sudden you're like, oh, but what about tomorrow? Oh, but what about the next day? Oh, and now it's like the value of the opportunity is gone. The exclusivity is gone. So you want to ensure that they're free first, and then that's the only time you tell them what it's about. If you've got those 2 times in mind and they tell you they're not going to be free any of those 2 times, tell them something's just come up and get off the phone and then phone them back some other time. But don't now keep, you know, asking again because the exclusivity is just gone. Do you get what I mean? Thank you so much, Maro. We love and appreciate you. All right, awesome. So guys, did that make sense? Like, did the ingredients make sense? Excitement, urgency. It must be 1 minute over the phone. Let them know that you're busy. Clear their schedule, find out that they're definitely 100% going to be free. Edify the presenter, edify the person that's going to be sharing the information. What else? add value, take it away, use exclusivity. Don't let them know that this thing happens all the time. We know it happens every day. They shouldn't know that. They should feel like it's a rare opportunity. If they don't take this chance, they're never going to get it again. Okay. Now, by the way, when you start phoning people on the list, so how do you call cold contacts? Oh, Fatima, have you exhausted the warm market? Fatima, make sure you've gone through the warm market first. Make sure you've gone through your warm market first. Fatima, you will know how to call cold contacts if you've gone through the warm market. You will know how to call cold contacts if you've gone through the warm market. So Fatima, make sure you've finished the warm market first. And trust me, you won't have any problem with how to speak to people in the cold market if you've really gone through the warm market. So guys, so P is peak and interest. That's the simple 1-minute scripted invitation. And then you've got the S, which is show the plan. So this is where your prospect watches a presentation that's done by someone in your upline, more successful, has more results, is credible. The 3-way phone call, this is so important. Someone said share the last slide. Hold up. I think this one, babe. Okay, guys, so the 3-way call is this is the most important part. Like, this is the most important part, is the 3-way phone call, right? As I said before, the person that is putting their mentor, their coach, their upline on the most 3-way calls is making the most money, And that person is learning the business the most. This person is learning the business the most. Now, how does the 3-way call work? Guys, the fortune is in the immediate follow-up. As soon as that presentation is over, you want to now go through the list of people that, said yes, that they were going to attend the presentation. And, you'd sent them a reminder as well. Make sure you sent them a reminder, right? And now you want to phone them back. Make sure you phone the ones back first that they definitely have the money to start, most excited, that type of stuff. So you start phoning them back. The fortune is in the immediate follow-up. Guys, once the presentation is done is when your prospect is most excited. The follow-up must happen immediately as the presentation is done. So you start phoning the people back up. Now, when you phone them up, here is what you need to say. Okay? Now, when you get on the phone, maybe I should do it with someone. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead. Let me do it with someone. Can I have a volunteer? Okay, good, Nicole. Let me use Nicole. All right, awesome. There we go, babe.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm good, honey. Okay, good. You're my volunteer, babe. So once the presentation is over, this is what we do. The fortune is in the immediate follow-up. You want to immediately phone the person back. So I'll be like, hey, Nicole, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm really good, babe. That was amazing, right? See, I told you were going to love it.
True, you're completely right. Yeah, it was amazing.
What did you love the most?
I mean, it fascinated me that you have such a huge vision and you can, with your phone, make some money,
Wow, it's so funny that you said that. Oh my gosh, it can't be coincidence. Babe, do you know when I first saw this, that's actually what I love the most as well. I really love the fact that you could literally make money on your phone. I really love the flexibility. Like, I love the fact that I've always wanted to travel and I always wanted something that I could literally make money from anywhere. So it's crazy that you said that what you love the most is the fact that you can make money from your phone, because that was actually what was most attractive to me as well.
Yeah.
Right. So guys, what I'm saying here is when you phone your prospect back, what you want to say is that don't ask this question. Do not ask someone, what did you think? Erase that. Never ever ask, what did you think? That's the absolute worst thing that you can actually ask. Okay, so do not ask, what did you think? What you want to say is, that was amazing, right? See, I told you were going to love it. That was amazing, right? So you want to direct them on how to feel. You want to direct them on how to think. Okay. So you're directing them to the outcome that you want. Because when you ask, why are you asking people that don't know how to evaluate a multi-million euro opportunity for an opinion anyway? Like, we don't care about what their opinion is. They don't even know how to evaluate this thing. They've never seen. So no, like, so you're going to tell them how to think, you know? Guys, the truth of the matter is we live in a world that's full of sheep. Like, majority of people in the world, they, let's say for instance, they do what they've been taught their entire lives. That is what to do. You know, go to school, get a good education, come out, you're going to get a good job, you know, and they end up working these jobs and they never ask questions their whole lives. Like, why do we do this? Isn't there something better? So majority of people in the world, they don't even know why they work their job. They don't even know why they went to uni. They do all of these things. They do all of these things simply because it's what they've been taught to do, and they ask no questions. So we live in a world that's full of sheep. So if you can just be a leader, you're going to be able to make a lot of money. If you can just lead the pack, lead the herd, you're going to be able to make a lot of money. So people want to be told what to do. Like, that's the truth of the matter. People want to be told what to do. So now when you get on the phone, that was amazing, right? They're going to be like, yeah, oh my God, it was so amazing. See, I told you were going to love it. Now you ask them, don't ask them, what did you think? What did you love the most? How would they know what to think? They've never been a part of something like this. What did you love the most? Now they're going to tell you what they love the most. Guys, in this business, we don't get paid to be right. We get paid to relate. We don't get paid to be right. We get paid to relate. When they tell you what they loved the most, that's what you love the most as well. Oh my God, it's so funny that you said that. That's actually what I love the most as well. And now you relate back with them, and then you go into more details. You tell them why it's what you love the most as well. Okay. Now, when you're done doing that, what you want to start doing is you want to start edifying your mentor. You want to start edifying your mentor. You want to start edifying your coach. You want to start edifying your leader, whoever you're going to get them on the three-way wave. But by the way, before you start doing the follow-ups, make sure that your leader, mentor, or coach is actually going to be free. Make sure you've gotten a confirmation from them that they can actually get on a bunch of freeways with you right now, so that you can actually go ahead and start calling, because we don't actually ask. So when you're doing the follow-ups, do not ask people if they want to be added to a freeway. They're going to say no. No one wants to be put on the phone with some person that's earning so much money that is definitely going to close them. No, people are going to say no. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have your leader, your mentor, your coach on standby. You already let them know you were going to do these freeways with them. And then you make sure you now start edifying the mentor. You start edifying the coach, start edifying the leader, you know, and just be like, you know what? Joshua is so amazing. Like, honestly, I'm so grateful for him. He's such an incredible leader. Like, you know, really seeing him and everything that he's done and how he really, you know, goes out of his way to really help everyone every single day. And he's really helping people just make so much money. And he's just such a selfless person. And the fact that he's just so fun at the same time. I don't know. You guys, you know how to edify, you know, so you know how to edify. So you will say whatever you need to say about your mentor, your leader, your coach. But whatever you're doing, build his respect, build his credibility, right? And then just say, you know what, I can't make any promises because Joshua is so busy. Like, you know, he's always like, you know, doing this, he's always doing that. But I'm going to try and see what I can do, because I know that if you had the opportunity to speak with him, you'd be so inspired, just like I am. And, you know, any, like, let's say, for instance, like anything more that you wanted to know, like he'd literally be the best person because his results are crazy. And without asking their permission, you was already ringing Joshua, and now Joshua is on the phone. You was already ringing Joshua, and now Joshua is already on the phone. So now the three of you are on the phone. So what you now want to do is you want to now edify Joshua again. You want to edify Joshua to the prospect, right? Then you want to introduce the prospect to Joshua. You want to put yourself on mute. And you now want to leave Joshua to now close the person. And Joshua knows exactly what to say to bring it to a close. You make sure that you have your link ready on standby. because Joshua's going to tell you when to send your link, and you do that registration over the phone. So that's how you do the freeway. Okay, that's how you do the freeway. Do not ask people's permission. They're gonna say, no, I don't want to be put on a freeway with your mentor. So you just start edifying the mentor. Say your mentor is usually so busy, you don't know if you're going to be able to get hold of them, and you add them into the phone call, and then you edify them to the prospect. You introduce the prospect to them, and then you put yourself on mute. Guys, do not speak while your mentor is closing. Do not speak while your mentor is closing. Like, make sure you stay on mute. Even if your mentor makes a mistake, do not talk over your mentor. Do not add anything in, because now you take the credibility away from your mentor. Your mentor is supposed to be an expert, but you've taken it away. So let me go ahead and do it with you, Nicole. So this is after the presentation. So guys, Nicole, I phoned her up, I invited her, I did the 1-minute script, she agreed. She got onto, the presentation. Now it's after the presentation. I know she's fired up, she's excited. I want to phone her back, strike while the iron is hot. Ring, ring. Hey, Nicole, how are you?
Hey, I'm good, and you?
I'm really good, babe. That was amazing, right?
It was incredible, yes.
See, I told you were gonna love it. What did you love the most?
I'm honest to you, I love the idea of trading, because I always wanted to travel and to make money by trading,
Wow! Oh my gosh, that's so crazy that you said that, babe. That's literally what I love the most when I found out about this as well. Like, I always loved the idea of traveling, never had the money. So when I saw that you could really trade and travel here, like, I was sold. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. Now, babe, I can't make you any promises that I'm gonna be able to, give you this opportunity to speak with, so and so. But babe, like, Joshua is so inspiring. I'm so grateful, fortunate that I've been able to work closely with him. He's really been helping me. And not only has he been helping me, but he's helped so many people get successful from this. And he's just an all-around great guy. He's so much fun to work with, like, talk about his personality, his accomplishments, the heart he has for people, all of that good stuff. So I am going to try and see if I can get him here on the call, but I can't make any promises because he's very busy. So I don't even know if he's going to pick up. Like, he's usually doing this or that or da-da-da-da. So now you've already called Joshua. Joshua's already on the line because before you phoned, the prospect, you already found out Joshua is free for the three-way. So now you've got Joshua on the line. You now edify Joshua to the prospect, and then you introduce the prospect to Joshua. You put yourself on mute and you let him take over and do the close. So that's the PS3 system, guys. That's the PS3 system, okay? Now, you do the PS3. Like, if your goal is to become Platinum 1000 and you are here on this call, that's what you do to get your Platinum 1000 done. You do this system, and trust me, you'll get P1000 done in that deadline. If you are a leader, this is what you do with your team every day. This is what you do with your projects every week, okay? So if you're a leader, P1K and above, this is the PS3 that you are using on your team every single day. Now, I had one last final slide. By the way, guys, can you show some love in the chat for Nicole? She was such an amazing volunteer. Thank you, babe, for coming up. Appreciate you. All right, awesome. So one final slide, and then we go. All right, so guys, one final thing. So launch calls. Launch calls are very, very effective. So I know that some of you guys are really ready to run with this business. You're really ready to take this thing seriously. You realize that this is the only thing in your life that's gonna allow you to become a 6-figure earner, 7-figure earner, 8-figure earner. It's the only thing that's gonna allow you to achieve your why, right? And the only thing in your way is that you're scared of people saying no, but you've now understood and realized that you're not gonna die from someone not wanting to do this with you, okay? There's 8 billion people in the world. If one says no, someone's gonna say yes, okay? Just increase the numbers of people that you're showing this to. Out of every 10 people that see the presentation, only expect 1 is gonna join. So if you know that out of every 10, you're gonna get 1, so you just need to make sure you have the right numbers in order for you to, so let's say, for example, if you wanted to sign up 5 people in a day because you have a target, if you want to sign up 5 people in a day, then you need to get 50 people on the presentation. You need to get 50 people to see the presentation to get 5. to sign up in that day. So just increase your numbers, like just increase your numbers and keep sharpening your skills at the same time. So launch calls are very, very effective. So what are launch calls? Launch calls is whenever you identify someone who's very, very serious. So I know there's a lot of serious people right now on this call. So anyone here who is serious about achieving their rank goal and blitzing their list, if you can guarantee that you can get 20 plus people on a presentation call, here is what you should do. Reach out to your mentors, coaches, leaders, anywhere from P2000 plus, and let them know you'll be calling your entire list and inviting them for a Zoom call that you'd like them to present for you. So what a launch call is, guys, and also you can go ahead and make a flyer for it as well. You can go ahead and make a flyer for it as well if you really want to do this on a serious level with your launch call. So remember, you're going to create this list of 150 to 200 names. Guys, with this 1 minute scripted invitation, it's not going to take you long to blitz the list. Like when I'm working with someone, I'll have them in front of me on Zoom and I'll have them blitz the list in front of me, phone, and I'll be listening to them as they're doing the invites and making the confirmations, right? So that's what you want to do. You can get through that warm market list so fast, get people onto a call. So if you're very serious and you're really going to do this, you're really going to blitz this list, this is what you need to do. You need to contact your P2000 and above, whichever leader it is, right? And you need to let them know, please help me with a launch call. I'm committed to blitzing my list and I'm committed to packing out a launch call with you. Could you please do a launch call for me? I'm going to invite everybody from my list to this launch call, and I would like for you to do an amazing presentation. You get some testimonials on that call as well. Get some trading testimonials, residual testimonials, whatever, you know, you guys know how to do it. And literally you blitz that list and you pack out that call, you know, so make sure that you pick a time and a date. It needs to be soon though, like even in the next 2 days, right? In the next, like, if it's not tomorrow, shoot, to do it tomorrow. No, if it's not tomorrow, maybe the day after, whatever, but it needs to be fast. It needs to be soon. And that launch call, ideally, if you're very serious, make a flyer. Get a flyer made of you and the leader. Get a flyer made of you and your leader, right? And, you know, you guys have a title that is suitable on the flyer, right? And every single person, and get a flyer made for it, you know, so powerful. And, you know, every single person that, you know, you invite, you can actually send them that professional flyer, you know, it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, get your leader to do a presentation for your guests. And your job is to now contact everybody on the list that you've created and invite them to that call using the principles of the 1 minute scripted invitation: excitement, urgency, clear their schedule, edify a mentor, sincere compliment, add value, scarcity, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And you invite them to that call. You'll be hosting the call. You're going to host the call. Okay. So you're going to be the host. You're going to open up the call. You're going to welcome your guest, and then you're going to edify your coach, your mentor on that call. Okay. So you're going to say a few words. Your mentor, your coach will prepare you on what to say, but you want to make it feel that personalized feel. Okay. So that's what you do if you really want to launch this thing. And you want to pack that call out. Get as many people on there as possible. The more you get on that call, the better the start for you. And remember, one customer is not one customer. Every single customer in your business leads you to a fresh list of 150 to 200 names, right? So if you have an existing team right now, have you really gone through the list building process with your existing team? And have you really done the process of PS3 and really aggressively taprooted them to develop them into leaders? Because what you do with them is what they're going to do with their team. So guys, that's what I wanted to share. I hope that helps. And yeah, that's it from me. And I would like to hand the call back over to Arlette, the beautiful Arlette.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you very much, Katrina, taking your time. I'm so sorry for before, because I was in the train and the internet was so bad, but I'm so glad I can have you again on this call tonight. Thank you very much. So accepting, giving us the value to the family here. I really appreciate. That wasn't a training, that was a masterclass. I don't know. 3 hours for value and everything. I'm so grateful for you. I really appreciate you, and I know that every single one on this call loves you. We always talk about you.
I love you guys. Germany, oh my goodness, you guys are amazing.
Thank you very much. I don't know, maybe I don't know if you have 5 minutes. Maybe we can do a Q&A for the people who have any question. That we have you here in the call, so we can stop the chat, family. And if someone have a question, he can just ask the time, like that Katrina is already on the call here. Any question? No?
I think I covered everything.
Presenting tips.
Oh, Shani, definitely watch the video. Remember, I sent you guys the 7 steps. So presenting is in there, and it's a fabulous video on presenting. What did I do after P150? I actually just kept sponsoring. Keep sponsoring. Remember, you want to focus on P1000, 12 to 15 personal signups. You'll get those from the list of 150 to 200 names. How do you launch influencers or people? Oh, this is a really good one. Or people that have many followers. Do the same thing with them. You want to actually go for their warm market first. How did I build a team in Nigeria? Actually, through taprooting. Through taprooting, you find people through people. I actually found the IO sisters through a guy in my team that actually quit. That tell me oh, the people that say that you're doing a scam, you just keep moving on, guys. If someone tells you you're doing a scam, please don't try and convince them. There's 8 billion people in the world. Their opinion doesn't matter. Please keep just moving through the list. When you're going through the list, some people are going to say, oh, this is a scam. Oh, this doesn't work. I'm not interested. Some people are going to make negative comments. Guys, that's the point of having a big list. The bigger the list that you have, you just keep phoning the next person, the next person, the next person. Don't be attached to the outcome. What they say doesn't matter. There's 8 billion people in the world. If they don't join, somebody else will. They don't matter at this point. And a lot of people that say it's a scam, they eventually join anyway. Yeah, so I think that I've answered them.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, sis.
Thanks for having me, Germany. I love you. I'll see you guys in Dubai. I know that we're gonna have so many chairmen and cheer queens in Dubai. Can't wait to celebrate you guys all on stage. Thanks for having me. Love you all, and I'll see you guys.
Love you. Bye.